Yo, what is up?
What are you doing, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Just trying to beat this damn fever I got.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, I was feeling a little off today, and I was like, yeah, I think I have a fever. But I'm still here for you guys.
COVID? Is it COVID?
COVID, yes, COVID. Dying. Help! Send tests.
Got the California fever.
It was all the smoke out here, man. I think it just finally got to me.
Yeah, it'll play a number on your health.
I even look like I even look like a tomato right now. My face is so red right now.
Yeah, I just thought what's that? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just reading. I was reading what Hexologist was saying.
Oh,
have to buy some more Hex. Probably. Yeah, I've never smelled or tasted anything. I mean, everything just tastes like dirt to me. So I mean, I don't
know. Smoke doesn't give you a fever. COVID does. Oh, I love it.
My name is now COVID Cost.
COVID Cosmo.
COVID Cosmo. So what's up, you guys, man? This is Dollar Cost Crypto here with Discourse Syndicate, your Vice Admiral, here with the one and the only Corsair Connects. What's up?
Man, it's been a crazy busy day for me, man. Mondays are always crazy for me. It's like everyone burned their house down on Saturday and everyone wants to get a hold of you on Monday to file that claim. So
fuck, man. Are you getting fires over there as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Colorado is neck deep in fires this year.
I'm hearing a little bit of the reverb from video. Yeah.
Do you want me to hop off for just a second? Will that help at all?
Oh yeah. Colorado is neck deep in fires this year. Oh.
You know what it is? I know exactly what it is. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second.
Yeah, for sure. And finally, there was one. What's up, you guys, man? Let me see who's in the chat right now. We got the Hexologist, Hector the Protector, Children of the Grave, Johnny No Good, Rona, Corda Panda, DCA Quarantine. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Low view or somebody. Just turn it down. Sounds fine. Oh my gosh, you guys asked Ketchum twerking? Really? Oh my god. So how you guys been? I mean, Hex has been doing pretty good so far. All right. Let's check out the price. Today's price for Hex is, if I could even see the feed. Oh no! It's on discount today. Yeah. Might be time to buy some more. Hex is down, but I bought the dip. Nice. Here comes the real fever price. Oh no. Yeah, you guys, I've just been really busy. First time I've been able to check the price today. Yeah, but we have way more people in chat right now. We got like 102 people live right now. And yeah. Getting burned in DeFi. What is no, I mean, well, short term, I guess it's possible if like DeFi goes really bad, but what'll end up happening is that there'll just be a couple projects left, and that'll shine up more of a light on Hex eventually as well. And especially as Hex gets older and older, it just proves that Hex was the true DeFi project, you know? Johnny, god damn it. Yes, dying here. Hex needs a band-aid. Oh my god. We'll have RG3 hopping up in a bit. He's just getting up to his hotel room right now, and Kinetics will join in a second. He looks like he left his office. Yeah. Here, I'll throw the link if anyone wants to hop on. You can put this right here. Yeah, we'll definitely need to weed out a lot of the pretenders. I mean, right now, and there's a big case to say that a lot of these kind of like yams and a lot of these other bullshit things were just made by some with exchange help, if that makes sense, right? Because if they know they're outright bullshit, why the hell are they allowing them on their major exchanges, right? Yeah. Oh, Captain. As you see, I'm talking to a chair. No, definitely. Time will definitely prove that it's not a Ponzi. Yeah, and there's some links to it with so they with the guy who I think was a Chef Numi with Sushi Swap. There was ties with him with Band Protocol, and of course Band Protocol is essentially the competitor to what's that platform called, a Chainlink, and what those two are oracles, right? And Band Protocol is essentially like Binance's protocol. So it's pretty crazy. So it's like there's kind of a light tie to them, like maybe making some of this sushi shit. So who knows? It's probably just a ploy to make everything look bad, so that more people go on their dexes or their exchange, because I think Uniswap's doing more volume than than Coinbase now, I think. Yeah, Binance and yeah, that's right, Johnny. Yep. Yeah, and then they're also going to put like $100 million down into CFI projects, which are or CDFI projects, which are just centralized projects or so. That's a bit of a mouthful, but yeah, I think you're right. Heximofo. Wow. No, but it's not just CFI anymore. So there's something called CFI DeFi. Literally came out the mouth of CZ. Oh my god. Yes, it's shitcoin story time. Yeah, but I mean, what's there to say right now, man? I'm buying my Hex, I'm staking it, I'm laddering it, and I'm just sitting back and collecting interest, man. Like a pimp does, bro. Yeah, CFI DeFi. Yeah, that's literally what they're calling it. I mean, we should just call ourselves CD DeFi, right? Since we're like blockchain, the blockchain's first certificate of deposit for Hex. Yeah. So is today's APY for Hex? We're above 25% APY today, right, for a 1-year stake currently? Because I saw like a really cool infographic someone sent me where it was like kind of a cool picture where it here, I'll show you guys if I can find it. Yeah, this is a kind of a cool, I don't know if you can see it. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is kind of a cool picture where it kind of tells you like the percentages. If depending on what the stake pool is, or how many are the percentage of people staking in the network, it kind of tells you your APY, which is kind of really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, ahoy, Captain.
Ahoy! What's up, crypto pirates, buccaneers, and cutthroats?
I was doing a shitcoin show and tell today.
Oh, great,
I was telling this miraculous story of how these exchanges are over here trying to destroy DeFi.
Hey, I'll be there just a second. I'm like freaking standing here naked. Just got out of the shower. I'm gonna get some clothes on and then I'll freaking get on in a second. Hold on.
Sure. Well, alone again. Just remember who is here standing, right? So let me go back on the things that are dangerous. Someone 50%. Well, it's possible. I mean, it just depends how centralized it is. Like that's the thing is like I don't know. Like I don't know with some of these tokens. It's like I'd have to look into it to see what's decentralized about it and what's not. I'm guessing what's not decentralized about it is the dollars you end up getting, probably, because that's always has to be kind of KYC'd. But it's possible the rest of it could be decentralized. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what projects I'm talking about. El Hexadente, man, just did a stake at 500K BPD bonus. Nice, dude. That's great. It's a new stuff from Binance. Okay, what point will it be a run? All right, so Internet Lurker, at this point, do you think there'll be a run up before big payday? Or yeah, actually, I do think there's going to be a run up. I mean, there has to be, because people. I mean, the time's taken. There, like people, we all procrastinate. somewhere. I don't. It's going to end up happening, right? Even I will probably be at like the last days, like, well, do I really have enough big payday money staked out? Like, obviously, I probably won't stake any 1 years, maybe a 2 year or something. But I'd mostly be thinking, oh, you know what? Do I have enough anywhere from like 3 to like 15 year stakes? And it's a sickening disease because you always want more. You always want more. And two, it's like you also get you're like, well, I mean, it's only 20,000. I can just I'll split up this 200K hex I have into 20K little chunks, but it doesn't matter because at past 3 years and stuff, the bonus would be so great that it's be worth the gas fees. You know, that's the kind of math you're gonna end up doing, especially on those last days. The last day, you're gonna be like, all right, I got to get the dump truck out. I got to do something crazy. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let me go back down. Let's see. Oh yeah, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny No Good. Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody make let me see if I can get his name. I just barely followed him on Twitter right now. Let me see. His name is I feel so bad. He did a really nice article about me. Taylor Kennedy. Taylor Kennedy did a really cool article about the dividend multiplication number, which what's up, Randy? Yeah, he did a really cool article about the sort of the math. I originally came up with this for Celsius, but then it dawned on me. I was like, whoa, this math can actually equal up into Hex really easily, especially since Hex can just like has a way higher APY plus if you have an appreciation. Hello? You're Am I liking that, or is just Randy? Huh. Am I booting? Oh shit. Yo. Hello. Dollar General.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. What can I see if I can turn the camera on now? There we go. What is up, Hexicans?
What is up, RG3? You're not booty naked today?
What's that?
You done being booty naked?
Yeah, I just got out of the shower. Ain't nothing like washing Arizona off of you, man. Arizona is freaking nasty. Good God, this place. It's freaking awful.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You're getting fires up there as well?
No, you just catch on fire being in this fucking place.
That's about right. Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, what the fuck?
I feel so bad for the guys working out there trying to get a job, man. Damn, it sucks so bad.
Man.
I had a conversation with one of those guys before. They told me they literally have to wake up at about 4 to 3 in the morning to get and start working around like 4:30 a.m. just to kind of beat the heat and be off work by noon.
Do I have that stupid clicking sound going on?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna leave you alone one more time, and then I'll be on in like 5 minutes. Back on in 5 minutes. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't be a little Litecoin bitch. All right.
Like.
Don't be a little Litecoin. I'll be there in a minute.
Don't be a little Litecoin. And he exit scammed again. Well. Oh my Lord. You see, I'm just being don't cry. Don't cry. Put some pants on. He probably didn't have pants on. Dude, today is a day of technical issues, man. Fuck, dude. I mean, Hex price go down and shit. Everyone's like fucking like geriatricing and shit. Well, either way, you haven't seen the peepa, that's for sure. I'm still really long-term bullish on Hex. I really am. Tell us a story. Yeah, for sure. Well, I really am still long-term bullish on Hex and stuff, because especially if you're getting in right now, let's just say like a year from now, right? The price is a little bit higher. We're in the pennies, and the price just stays kind of stagnant for a while. Your longer term stakes you'll just be, as long as we have a steady price, and then because of your longer pays better and your big payday bonuses and stuff, and especially we start getting out from year 1 and 2 and 3, you'll be in really good amount of profit. I mean, I think that's kind of what I'm banking on. But it's going to be, there's one wild thing I've been thinking about for a while now, is eventually, because Hex is decentralized and it's finished and everything, eventually there's going to be sort of an arms race for something like a I don't know, like not a stake, like a staking, another staking protocol of like let me see, let me try to find the name of this stupid ass token. Where's the name of this token? There's so many coins now. I mean, there's literally almost 7,000 tokens. It's so hard to keep a track of everything. But like Compound, right? Something like Compound, right? I wouldn't be surprised if something in a few years that, you know, these guys just say like, yeah, you can now like yield farm in Compound with Hex, and I wouldn't be fucking surprised by that at all. It might start. I mean, that might be the sort of the big catalyst for way down, like maybe a year or two from now, a big catalyst for a huge price hike where more coins are being locked up over there stupidly. But I mean, we'll tell people not to or something, but you know, people ain't gonna listen, man. I mean, people were like over there playing fucking these bullshit ass fucking Ponzi games and stuff, when, you know, you can just get your trustless interest instead, you know. Yeah, Trippy 40. I wish I could just put the comments out here on the screen, but yeah, Tripod 54. Yeah, I can't wait for the stake wrap too. I mean, it's in full alpha mode right now. We're skipping beta, full alpha, and 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 that's going to be a big catalyst as well, because it's just going to be so much easier to stake and stuff. Even let's just say if all, you know, let's just say there was some like some holdups on the token, and it ended up coming out way later on, like after big payday. I mean, that'd be fine. It just, as long as we end up having it and it's come out proper, they take their time on it, and it's the best thing about it is just being able to kind of like map out your staking days, or maybe having auto buttons for guys to say, you know, put me on the least amount stake days in each year. Boom. Less competition to be able, you know, when you end stake, you have less Hex coming out, and then all that game theory. But then from there, when you start having automatic buttons to put you on the days with the least amount of stakers on it, then you end up like it ends up evening out afterward, because if everyone's hitting that button, then it just keeps jumping from day to day to day until like literally you have like an even amount of Hex coming out on all the days. Yeah. Oh, thanks 40 day 43 OG for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Here's a lemon. Wait, do I have more lemons? How many lemons do I got? Oh, here's an ice cream too. I need to buy some lemons. I want to start throwing some ninjets out here. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Fresh and Delicious. Yeah, so but wait, have you been on getting YouTube ads for Crypto Podcast Guys book? Oh, not really. I don't know. I so usually on YouTube I get YouTube Red, just so I don't hear any of the ads anymore. It gets so fucking annoying. Yeah. That's probably one thing I would recommend, maybe YouTube Red. I know YouTube does a bunch of bullshit, but if you're literally just trying to listen to like YouTube videos as podcasts in the background and stuff, I'd probably recommend it. Yeah. Yeah. So Coin Market Cap has yield farming tab. So gross. Yeah. And they probably have their hand in it, making some money. That's probably why they're just paying the ads for it and stuff. So I mean, it's probably one of the two. You know, they probably secretly own some of this stuff, or somebody they know, and they're paying for ads. So you know, why not, right? Okay, El Corte.
All right.
Oh, Captain, what's going on?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, give me
right.
Liberty. I'm still buying right now. Yeah, I'm still buying, but I what I typically have to do is I have to buy.
Everybody's still buying.
Yeah, everyone's still buying. It's just I'm doing bigger stakes now instead of smaller stakes. I'm just kind of like looking at my ladder and seeing where there's like kind of a weakness, or like, you know what, I'm a little light on that year. Let me try to boost it up a bit, or a day or a day, yeah, or a certain month.
Yeah. Trying to find a good spot to put this thing. Hold on. The car gets rid of the sound cracking because of the stupid speaker on the there we go. Voila! Done.
Hex
Okay. What happened to Kinetics and Randy? Wasn't Randy?
He just appeared.
Oh, there he
put me back up.
There he is.
I was over here sinking ship with the fever on, with rats going everywhere all over the deck and stuff. Kinetics and fucking Randy hadn't hit the entire after fucking Captain threw a party last week, man. Terrible, man.
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's a pirate ship. It ain't supposed to run smooth.
But why there's some beads on the wheel?
What's that?
Why there's so many Mardi Gras beads on the wheels? On the giant wheel. Oh my god.
Oh,
so anyway,
man.
how you guys doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just out of town. I tried to do some reading last night. I saw CZ's post about, oh, come on in, DeFi projects, come on in, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Really? You guys don't want none of that shit. Careful.
Have you heard that he's trying to do C5 DeFi? C5 DeFi? I think that's what it's called. He's calling it.
C5 DeFi. Oh my hell. Come on, man. Come on. People. I mean, if people don't see the issue in that, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna fool something.
Yeah. The chat's asking if you have AC in the car.
Do I need to turn that off too?
No. We're just saying, like,
do they want me to turn it?
We don't want you to die in there doing the sweat lodge. So you're saying like it's 100,000 degrees outside.
No, that's why I'm out here. I turn the AC on, and the Bluetooth makes the sound better for some reason. So I'm trying to find a place to put this.
Ooh, okay. You should probably put on some Lot Lizard. Every trucker in the state will see it.
It's going on the back of this rental car is where it's going.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
Oh, you know the e-toll, the swing open e-toll? I should put it in there so every time they open the e-toll, it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are cool stickers.
Yeah, man. How many did you end up making?
Somebody put one in the elevator.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't make them. Our boy Coffee made them.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're literally leaving breadcrumbs of where you're going. Every time you're stopping somewhere, I mean, literally like going from place to place, going here. That's right there. Excuse me, lady.
Yeah, I'm
motherfuckers
being like Uncle John.
Yeah, like Uncle John.
Like Uncle John.
Yeah,
running around he's running around the world, escape.
Yeah.
I got a delay, don't I?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a delay, but it's okay. Let's print.
What did Children of the Grave say?
Oh, he said, "Stop incriminating yourself, RG."
It's all right.
Yeah, man.
They come
Dude,
off.
Today is just technical difficulties day. I don't know what the fuck is going on today, man. Man.
Well, I mean, it's it's technology. It's what it is. It's amazing all at once. And it still has its problems. I mean, think about it. We're all around the country, and we get to go up and talk to each other every day, like we got some kind of television show where anybody can tune in and we can talk to the freaking world.
No, it's so true. I mean,
we have it better.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have it better than like 30. Can you imagine doing it? I don't even think we could do this show properly 10 years ago. I really don't even think so. I mean, it'd be so difficult.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't exist. Not like this. I mean,
no, you have to do some crazy.
I'm in a hotel.
shit.
I'm in my car.
Right. I mean, I think the iPhone 3G barely was out in 2010. I don't even think the iPhone 4 was even out. Like, imagine how shitty bandwidth was back then.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Bandwidth and the phone itself.
Cabana. God, dude, I wish I could fucking throw up the comments on the screen. That'd be really helpful if I could do that. Let's see. No, I can't. Well, oh well. Well, Cabana Crypto just said DS is getting meta.
I lost your sound.
Oh, you lost my sound? RG is from a time when you did not know who was calling when the phone rang. Oh man. Are you guys able to hear me, or is it just Captain? Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. And there was one. God damn it. Yeah, there was a time when I think I had bought the iPhone 3G like a lot, like when it first came out on AT&T, and dude, because they had just made this new network for it and stuff. It was so fucking fire. I've never had a connection. Like, my phone was insane. The internet, whatever the hell I was doing, was on fire. It was like the best. It was like it was so, because there were so few people. Even though everyone was trying to get an iPhone, there wasn't like millions and millions and millions of people on it yet. Right? So it was internet, limited call, everything was fast. Like, wow. Everywhere I went, like, I never got a drop call. It was like this perfect little twilight zone of just perfect shit. And then the iPhone 4 came out, and the internet started getting a little bit worse. And then the iPhone 6 came out, worse. And after that, it just went to shit, because basically everyone was on 4G, 3G, or whatever. I still say 3G was literally, at least 3G back, the 3GS or whatever, the internet they were using back then for the iPhone was so much better than like this 5G bullshit that's out right now.
It works better than the Wi-Fi. I just got off the Wi-Fi is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, Wi-Fi's kind of shitty.
This car actually has Wi-Fi.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, I got this rental car. It's got Wi-Fi, but I'm not lagging now, right?
No, you're good.
See, that's 5G, so I'm frying my brain and coming through loud and clear with no lag.
Yeah. Well, lights out, man, dude. But god damn, man, did you try that iPhone 3G when it came out, man? That shit was beauty, man. Beauty, man. God, I've never had a phone like the 4. I love the 4 too. I kept the 4. I was like a grandpa. I kept the 4 until like it was almost dying on me. Like, it was falling apart almost. That's how much I liked it.
So I worked for AT&T
Yeah.
when the iPhone first came out. So I got one of the first run off the freaking press the day before it launched.
Oh,
and I still have all of those phones in the boxes, every series all the way up.
I usually skipped a little bit. Like, I think I went like 3, 4, 6, and I went to 10.
Yeah, I skipped a 1 or 2 in there somewhere.
Yeah. I couldn't resist, dude. Supposedly we'll go back to Hex talk in a minute, but like I guess they're going back to like this kind of thing, like a square. They're going back to the square iPhone again, which is pretty cool. Yeah, for the new one or whatever that's coming out this year. I don't know how they're doing it since they have no more Chinese slaves anymore. So I don't know how Apple's doing it right now. Fucking Foxconn.
They're charging an arm and a leg is what they're doing.
Really? Shit. Can you imagine we go back? Like, I remember when everyone's losing $1,000 for an iPhone. Oh my God! What? Oh my God! You see this? The world needs to start using flip phones again because dude, like I don't mind paying. $1,000 was a lot and still is, but if you run a lot of your business off your phone, I mean, dude, how much do we use our phones? It's so worth it.
I mean, think about it. I mean, we run the show off of it. I literally could have ran the whole show off of it. Now I've got it figured out. I set up Restream. I did the StreamYard, launched it. Hexo hosted us. He sent me a message. I mean, it's just technology is amazing. That's all I can say. And then having good technology is amazing. Again, why can't crypto do the same?
This is how I used to stream when I first started back in the day. Like I literally with this, I had a little tripod with my phone like this. That's how I used to record videos and stuff and do all kinds of stuff in podcasts. It was with this little tripod thing in my phone.
Your selfie stick.
Yeah, with my selfie stick. You see this shit's badass, man. I would love traveling. I usually travel with this just in case, like anytime I'm in a hotel room or anything, I just jump on StreamYard with one of these. And it keeps this camera really still, or like you can put it on a kind of cabinet because it can go like, it can go like this long or whatever, and then you could also just turn it like this, so you can get all the angles on it.
Yeah,
I'll send you a link after the show if you're gonna be traveling a lot.
Yeah, so
yeah,
go to the chat room. I can't see the chat room, so go to the chat room and tell me what is up, what's going on in there. Anybody saying anything? Anybody want to talk about something? Because I want to talk about something.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go back up a little bit. So let's see. We need more 5G ACE to the all-time high. We need more 5G towers. Yeah, probably. Yeah. There's tons of fucking places they put up. You should have put towers up. I mean, and they're like out in nowhere. It's just people don't want to rent out any other land because people have land out here, especially out here in California for cattle or for whatever they're doing. And there's no houses or nothing. It's just they're like, I don't want a fucking 5G tower, or I don't want a tower there. But it would help the entire area out so much if it was. So I understand too. There is places where like it's right on top of a house, and that's kind of fucked up, right? But there's tons of areas here, especially out here in California and all over the United States, where there's nothing there. It's just land. They should just be able to fucking just put a tower there, In
my area, down in SoCal, they got like, they had to go with the bougie towers, so now they got those palm trees that you almost can't even tell that they're a tower.
Right.
Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, I've seen them for a while. Yeah, they're pretty trippy. I always think there's some military thing or something. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, cell towers. They look like palm trees. Some of them look really, really good. Hey, Randy, what's happening, bud?
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
Hear you now.
Cool.
All right. Windows 10, they did an update 2 nights ago or something like that, and now my Yeti's not working, so I'm using the mic on my C920, my Logitech. So thanks Windows. We love you so much.
I know. We're talking about technology just now, about how amazing it is, but how it's funny we get so used to shit working, and then when it doesn't work, we get all bent out of shape, But it's amazing that you're in South America, we're in California and Arizona, and we're able to launch this thing and talk to Hexologist in Idaho and host our show, and us fired up from our cell phones while taking showers. I mean, it's just amazing what technology, and we still complain about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to get better and better and better.
Yeah. We need more towers, dude. I get pissed off that if I don't know, like, this is just me thinking, like even I've thought about this. Can you imagine if you just have one guy driving around with a telephone in a car with his partner? Where does the connection go bad? Okay, we need to put a fucking tower right here. Right here. Okay. At least where if you were on all the damn roads, you wouldn't lose your connection. I don't know why this hasn't been.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. RG.
I know one technology that's not getting better.
What's that?
Bitcoin.
Yeah, I barely use it. I barely own any anymore. I just have Ethereum and HEX. I was talking to one of my friends today. He's like, "Oh, so tell me," because I used to be the guy that always. I was like I was over here coming up with all these great new projects that are hitting the markets. How I used to be back in 2016, 2017. I'm not like that anymore. And he's messaging, "Hey, Randy, what's hot on the market? What should I get into?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm out."
I ain't saying shit.
I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm not doing project to project.
I was so on fire for all those projects.
Yeah, that's how it used to be.
How was it in 2016? Because I didn't get into like early 2017 when I got into crypto.
Well, I mean that was when I got into Ethereum and Lisk and Waves. Made a killing on all of them. Those were good times. That's when I think Tron was 2017 though, so it was early 2017. But I didn't participate in that one just because I didn't trust Justin Sun. But I still don't. but I got into Lisk.
We're on his network, by the way.
No. He's the coolest guy in the world. All hail the sun.
Yeah. Hey, I still use Steemit. I don't talk shit about Steemit. He bought that one, and I'm using this platform. And I was live streaming as well, but I just can't. My videos. I like to put my videos on YouTube, and they look like crap. So I don't know what to do about it. So I said maybe I'll just start streaming to YouTube. Go that route. You know, because hey, I got the check mark. I got the check mark on YouTube, so they're less likely to take my stuff down.
We have a special guest, Hex Patient. Finally popped
is he?
Yeah,
is he here?
Yeah, let me add him.
Well, let's bring him on.
Hello, guys.
Yo.
Whatever you do, don't fucking turn around.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't turn around.
You're gonna give me PTSD over here, man. I don't want to see that shit.
Nice play, bud. Nice play. What's happening?
Hi. So, do you hear me good? Is the setup good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Long time no see, man.
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in a minute, man.
I was busy. So yeah. How is it going, guys, with Hex?
She's bleeding today, but that's okay. I don't care until after Big Payday. I really do not care until after Big Payday.
It's business as usual, yeah. Crypto.
What's that like, Mike?
Oh, I said she bleeds every month.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Look, we got 500 million new coins coming out every day, you know, and until BPD gets here, just let it ride, let her go back down. Maybe hopefully we can pick up a couple million each before BPD gets here for a lot cheaper than we did for the last couple months.
Hey, I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm just get some water.
Yeah.
So Hex Patient, what is going on, bud?
Yeah. So I recently released. It was a bumpy release, wasn't was a bad branding, but I released a service I built with a team together. We built on top of Hex, but actually using Hex functionalities. It's called HexMe.io if you haven't heard about it yet. And well, it is the basic idea to give the referrer, the end user, the referrer, higher bonus, higher entry bonus on the transform lobbies. So if they would use our service, they will get 20% instead of 10%. It's basically a smart contract, enabling this, and we redistribute the bonuses, basically.
I have to admit that the second you put that out there, I unfriended you. I stopped following you on Twitter. Like, what the fuck's going on here? But then you changed the name, and I followed you back. I was like, oh, okay, they're not trying to scam using the name.
He got so much shit. I mean, the Hexicans jumped his ass so fast. I mean, I was like, whoa, dude, guys, chill for a second. You know, chill. Just
we got, like I said, we got PTSD, man.
Fuck, man. I'm telling you.
Call me phone check.
For a bunch of people who are, you know, yelling and screaming about people yelling scam and shit all the time at Richard and the Hex, it's like, fuck you, dude. It was like, I mean, you didn't drop on the fucking grass before the flies hit you. I mean, it was like, boom.
Yeah, it was pretty instant. I felt like Hex in the crypto space. They all scream scam, but they didn't even take a look into it. So like Hex.
And we just had a show about that. We just did a show, you know, right before you did that about, hey, you know, take a good look at projects and people should take a look at Hex really versus skimming over it and looking at YouTube and just going along with the bandwagon and doing the safe move and calling it a scam. We just did a show, and then the next day you launched it, and it was like scam.
Hey, I'm guilty, but within what 6 or 8 hours, I followed him back. So
yeah, I mean, who can blame that? The name was really poorly chosen. It wasn't on purpose, actually. Yeah, if the branding is that bad, this can happen, and who can blame the community? You know, it's okay. Stuff happens sometimes, and this was really interesting to observe it, actually.
But it shows how protective the community is. You know, I mean, they were on it fast. You know, that was I was impressed to see it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know when it happened. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I thought Nation made like a fucking like a scammer website. How everyone was acting.
So I think I was the first one. I was the first one. I was like, I saw it within minutes of it posting, and I said something. I got out. I'm
out. So explain a little bit about how, why, and the parameters of the function itself. Do people when they do enter through your, I guess, ERC20 token contract, how do they have to interact that way? I mean, do they have to purchase another token?
No.
Yeah, so it's just referral link thing.
It's basically a self-referring contract, if you know that. What's that is? And we don't use any other obsolete token because this is just unnecessary for this use case, and we wanted to make something which just works and doesn't confuse people even more. So It's just a service, it's just functionality built around Hex. So we use the Hex contract, the basic Hex contract, the basic functionalities of the transform lobby, and we just build a service on top of it. Yeah. So it's interacting directly with the Hex contract. You can verify the contract yourself if you want. And you just see it directly calls Hex enter lobby, Hex exit lobby. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, we don't build any token around it because this would be kind of scary, maybe, because since you don't need this for this use case. And if someone enters, we have our own logic which tracks the user who enters and how much he enters and which ratio the actual lobby gets on this day. And once the day rolled over, the lobby day, he can exit, and then the contract in the background will exit its entries since they are in a different order. This was kind of some logic to do there, but yeah, whenever you want to exit, you can exit at any given time, and it will just take care that the contract has enough Hex liquidity by exiting his entries from the Hex contract, and then giving you your ratio of this day plus those 20% extra bonus. So this is what the end user feels like. And we have also designed the front end that you can easily see what would be the bonus, what not, what would be the basic ratio. You can compare it if you want with the original gohex.com site, and at HexMe.io you will just see it's like exactly what it tells you it wants to. It does just what it tells you it does. You can also try it out. We have also a test transaction sent out to the contract that the people can actually see it behaves like it should. Yeah. So I understand that the cautiousness about unaudited contracts, since we didn't have audited it, since we didn't have the resources for that. But if you're not sure about it, just try that out with a minimum amount if you want. You will figure out it just works. So yeah, that's the basic thing about it. And
okay,
yeah.
So explain to the community. I mean, you didn't make this out of the goodness of your heart. You're going to make some money, right?
Of course, yeah. There's a small dev fee. It's
Okay.
basically the team's referral rewards. Since it's using the referral system, the team gets a part. Like we have a referral system where 20% the referrer gets 20%, the user gets 10% in the normal hex. So we switch that to the user gets 20%, and the 10% left over, it's actually 32%, since it's compounding. 1.1 times 1.2 is 1.32. So we have 32% left. So it's 20% for the users, 12% are left. If there's no one else included in this referral, it's 12% getting sent to the dev team. And like any other usual referral. And we also built a referral system in our system, which means other referrers could decide if they think, well, they want to promote those 20% to give their users a better deal, to maybe be more competitive in the referral market. They can also decide to refer our product or service. Well, it's actually finished, so there's no work left done. And they can decide to refer that. And then the 12% will just simply split in half. 6% go to the referrer who referred the user, and the 6 leftover percent go to the dev team. So that's how it completely transparent works.
Well, I got a question. Why do this when we only have 6 days left?
Yeah,
that's a good question. Yeah, the idea was there already more early. We worked on it more early, but you know, as life goes, sometimes stuff goes in between, and we already were had quite some progress, and we decided, yeah, just to finish it, since it was already close to finish and it was a little bit late. So we decided, yeah, before we cancel that project, we want to finish it anyway, even though it's, as you say, not a long time on the market, since the referral system will end on big beta on the 19th of November. So
okay, because I'll tell you, man, I've been trying to get my app out for 2 years, and it takes forever, and have all kinds of issues. So I feel your pain there.
Time to market is hard, especially if you have a time limit on the market.
Yeah. But I think if someone can come up with a great idea for coming up with a system of referral bonuses post BPD, I don't know what, they have to be really creative, but yeah. I think if we had something post BPD, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll be an exchange. You know, my buddy is relaunching his decks here pretty soon. Maybe I'll work with him and see if he'll come up with something to get we'll use Hex as the reason for people to come use the exchange or something. I don't know. We could be creative, guys. We got to find something.
Yeah.
Would it be just by giving, like, would someone essentially have to pull some Hex together to give referrals out money?
I think maybe because, you know, what I'm hoping happens is that we're in so early that the price does, and maybe 6 months after BPD, the price is 10x up. And for us as a community, we could pool a couple million Hex together and give that as a referral bonus for people to use to come into Hex and things like that. Because we all did very well. I mean, we all got in early enough. I'm not as early as I was as early as you guys, but as I've said many times, I disappeared for a month and a half when all you guys were getting a million Hex for one ETH. Holy crap! I didn't get a piece of that. But for those of us who did well anyways, we'd still put some our BPD money. Hopefully, if this stays at this rate, oh my God, we're gonna have plenty of Hex, and maybe we could work with the OA on something. I don't know how that works either. I mean, maybe there's gonna be a website that says we can put in like projects or plans, or like Dash has. What was the thing that Dash has for voting?
Well, yeah, it's sort of a voting thing where like Decentraland has the same thing where you have the DAO almost.
Yeah, the DAO, right?
DAO, yeah, where you just put down a proposal for a project, and if enough people upvote it, then it's given funds.
Yes, exactly. So maybe we could do something like that as well as a community, and maybe even the OA gets involved. But that's a great way because people love referral programs. That's getting the word out.
Yeah. I think that's probably the direction that Hex would probably have to go is set up a DAO, and then projects go up to the DAO, and then like you said, get voted on and chosen from there. And
it gets to see who our address is, right? It gets to look at our addresses, and he who has the most Hex has the most voting power type thing. That's what EOS does. That's what Dash does.
Every system ends up doing that, regardless whether like either it's tokens or it's land or it's NFTs. It's always something. They always put the system always has something. But the good thing about Hex, it's only one thing. So it's just Hex, or it could be like how much shares you actually have. That might be an interesting play on it as well. Or like some guy could have like 50 million in liquid, but some guy with like a $8 million or maybe a 10 million Hex bag has it so staked out that he has more shares than that $50 million or that 50 million. Yeah, it might be it actually might even be a little fair. It might be shares.
I'm glad we just came up with a new topic, guys. Cool. we're looking post BPD right now.
Yeah, and that's what we should be talking about is I mean, because it's right around the fucking corner. I mean, it's 60 days is like nothing, and these next 60 days are gonna go by so fast, with the U.S. elections going on and holidays coming and all this shit going down. I mean, it's gonna happen quick, and Big Payday is gonna be here over, and it's gonna be like, oof, now what? Now what? I mean, what are we gonna do?
I mean, people are gonna come out with all kinds of marketing plans that and maybe we could sponsor some bloggers or YouTubers.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do with Hex and stuff, and too. Just another thing too, this community is we have a lot of YouTubers or streamers, I should say. It'd be more.
We're losing so many of them.
Well, yeah, to take technical fucking. I mean, look at this. Look at this right here. Ready? A chair. He just never came back. But once the price goes up a little bit and we're a little more stable and the big payday's done and everything like that, and then we can just start branding APY, just like all these other projects and stuff. But our APY is a lot more stable compared to other people. I mean, even something like a Kava token, which is Binance's token essentially for staking. It's their maker DAO essentially, and what you only get 5% APY on that token for staking it, and then you get paid out in like
that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it ain't no 25% like Hex right now.
And just remember though, just remember this: as Hex becomes more popular,
right,
that's going to go down, or it's not going to, it's not always going to be 26%.
No, these are.
And it starts to become more popular, and people start to stake. It's going to start to, it's going to start to go down.
It happened to me. I'm here on Dlive. I have about 1 million BTT stake, and I was getting 30% for a while. Now it dropped down to like 15. So It's not as exciting.
let me look at the picture I put up. I wish I.
Is that me or is that Litecoin?
It's on the
I think
screen.
it's Litecoin.
I just have it on my. But basically, there we go. There we go. So right now,
Turn off
what's
your
the percentage?
VPN.
Okay. let me screen share for a second.
Oh, Richard's crying.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well,
You got it.
do you know what the staking percentage is right now on Hex? What percent? How much?
14, a little over 14.
15, 14, 15.
So if let's just say we get to 20% staked, right? We'd be at 18% APY. Let's just say we get to 40. That's 9% APY. So
I just don't see it happening for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what's funny is that when we first started the show and we were talking about, we were all like, well, it's probably going to run up to about 80, maybe 85%, staking once we get to big payday. And here we are, 14%. Holy shit.
And only the true fucking believers over here fucking staking, laddering and shit.
Staking long too. And staking long. That 14% is in there long. I mean, yeah, probably what, a third of it maybe, or maybe a little, maybe more like 25% of it is first year, 1 year, 2. And then everything else is after that. Because what's the average? 4.7 years or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like 4.
Yep.
Here, I got a stat sites up here. Let me just check them out.
Yeah, but we were all thinking that a lot more people would be staking by now.
It was
so
different.
We were.
It was so different in the beginning because there was like nothing to do with the Hex, and the Hex, so everyone was staking their stuff because it was like, cool, we got a Hex token, let's stake it. So it was like everybody was just started like slamming their tokens down in 1 year, 2 year stakes, 5 year stakes, and then later on we all discovered like, oh shoot, we should have staked a little longer on some of our stakes. Yeah. And some people, like, I didn't have this problem, but I know quite a few people that they mostly did big stakes, and you get into a problem where you let's just say all you have is 4 stakes. It's a little difficult to, or like 2 stakes. Like you end up having like they decided to go for the bigger pays better bonus side of it, but it kind of made it hard for them to actually diversify their stakes a little bit across the years, because then they wouldn't have enough liquid coming out during this time, if that makes sense. So, but if they kept the big, like bigger stakes and stuff, and we took the small ones, but this wasn't everybody. But like, there's a couple people out here that there was a strategy, was like 2-3 stakes, but big ones. But then, as we got more and more information, we kind of were like, oh shit.
Yeah, this was in general a really interesting story, because at the beginning you just had this Hex and it just launched, and what should I do? 5 years, 7 years, 3 years? And you just have more or less a pretty random staking ladder at the beginning with the huge amount of Hex, since it was pretty cheap back then. And then over time, and you got more information. It was really interesting to observe this kind of change in mind and how it actually should change with the staking strategies. And since you're still left with what you have staked back then, it's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If I had the Hex today, I would probably also stake them differently, but it's not completely fucked up. That's okay.
Hey, we just got added to a new exchange. I forgot to talk about that. We got added to Blixie or Blacksea, Biliaxi.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
tweet.
Blacksea. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's like $124,000 of volume on there right now. Damn, that's pretty big. It's about a fifth of Uniswap's volume. Yeah.
Not bad.
So Brian Magruder says $126 million worth of Hex has been staked for 4.78 years, and 14.08 is the current percentage staked. Damn. We're gonna drop into 13 in the next week.
Well, Yeah, we definitely could. Who knows? It's just because I think too many people are trying to play this BP, and I think it's the wrong play. Trying to play for the short term money, it's just gonna end up kind of fucking you in the end, really.
I think
because
I think a lot of people are also gonna exit emergency and stake in this phase. So I can imagine the penalty is also gonna be high.
Just do like Johnny says. Just ride through it. Just have your stuff staked. Enjoy all the free hex. You know, I know I am. Man, my interest every day is really popping up.
It is. It's popping off.
I'm happy.
I still have one more.
The staker class is happy, that's for sure. I mean, when you're sitting there looking at your big payday bonus and it's not going down and you're like, oh man, wait a minute, is this gonna really happen like this? I mean, it's looking really freaking nice right now. I mean, I know that some people are gonna stake at the end here, but I mean, how much can that really move the needle if really we're not getting that much activity on the staking? I mean,
yeah, but it's gonna be that teeter totter. You got those other people who are also gonna be, their stakes are gonna come out and they're gonna think, oh, this project's not going anywhere, so I'm gonna sell. So we might be down to 10% by big payday.
Yeah. Do you really think it's gonna be even more down?
Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. I think everyone's spent right now. We put as much money as we wanted to put in. The staker class has, in my opinion. Only, I'll have some, stragglers coming in, a couple of ETH. I might buy, if it drops some more, I'll buy another, try to get another million or so. But that's I'm not spending any more money than that.
Yeah. And then what about, so how long do you have to stake to get big payday? Is it 109, what is it? 160 days? Is that what it is?
I didn't know there was a number. I just thought you had to stake after big payday and after big payday.
So literally they can stake till December, November 30th, November 25th or whatever.
Yep.
And get big payday.
You would get big payday if you are staked on this day, so you can actually stake just over the big payday for one day, in theory. And I can imagine.
But it's just gonna be low. It's just gonna be lower.
Yeah, you have 1x of your shares, not 3x or 2x. You don't get any longer base beta bonus. But I can actually imagine, I would expect kind of some behavior that some people, some traders, they're gonna see that and they say, oh, there's a big event, there's gonna be a lot of hex paid out on this special day. So I could imagine it behaves similar, not equally, but maybe similar, kind of like on Forex. Because on Forex you split up your coins, and this is not a split, but it's like, okay, you get something free if you hold it on this snapshot, basically. And I can imagine that some traders maybe gonna try to buy in pretty close to big payday, stake for 1-2 days or like till right after it, and then just want to sell right after it, just to try this. I mean, I don't say that this might be I don't say that this might be profitable or not. It's the speculators and the traders. I'm not gonna try this. I'm just in it for the long term. But I can imagine it might behave like this. And with this behavior, I can imagine maybe we go back up to 20% staking. Since I'm not sure. It's just what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crossing fingers. I'm crossing fingers it goes down.
Yeah, please.
It could.
It
could. I don't know why it would, because there's so much free hex on the table that, that way. I mean, there's so much free hex.
All I know is that after big payday, let's open up the marketing floodgates and let's all get real. I mean, I'm going to be out there nonstop.
Nice. Well, you're writing good stuff now.
Thank you. I'm holding back. I'm not trying to get a ton of people into Hex right now. Sorry, Richard. I'm selfish here, man.
There you heard it. Even our own community is gatekeeping us.
I'm not trying to go out and get the bugle horn and start, hey, come on, guys, come down and buy some Hex. You know,
Grabbing taxis in freaking Panama.
No.
Yeah, the tragedy of the commons.
No, let's just. I'm trying to say, let's keep it low key. Even Hexologist said it. I think it was in one of his calls the other day or one of his shows. He was saying, "Look, I'm not, because I'm happy where we're at right now. I'm definitely happy."
Selfishly, yes. Yeah, selfishly, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what more can be done by the community to, try and create excitement or whatever. We've said it all for hours and hours and hours. We've said it all. We've laid everything out there. We've asked all the questions over and over and over again. We've gone through all of this ad nauseum, and it's all there for people to look at. So if you don't understand Hex yet, and if you've given it any due diligence, I don't know what else the community can do to try and create some excitement around it. It's just not going to happen, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is something we can do, but it's not good for us. It's these 24-hour streams.
That ain't gonna do shit.
They were, dude. Do you know how much synergy and energy the whole community was like? Fusion, like we all fused together. We're all saying,
yeah, but that's us. That's a circle jerk. That's all that is. That has nothing to do with the outside community. I mean,
what's wrong with that?
We got a lot of views on that video and stuff. I feel like that actually got it started a lot of outreach and stuff. But the problem with that is like we kind of failed on the follow through with a lot of stuff we were saying on the stream that we were going to do, and do channels and videos and stuff, because everyone was hoorah about making videos, and a lot of people just got busy. I know that's what happens with life, but like,
well, I'm surprised we don't have more content out there, because like I said, there's been a lot of people that have come on here that, hey, I'm going to do my own thing. And they fall into the wayside. I mean, I understand it's not easy to do. I mean, I'm having a hard time myself, just, keeping up with it and working and traveling, doing all that stuff. So it's not and I don't do it every day like Hexologist. We only do it 3 days a week. So I get it. It's a commitment. But there's a lot of streamers that we lost, and a lot of them that we thought were gonna. A lot of people sent me DMs saying, "Hey, I'm going to start my own channel. What do I do?" And I've, helped a few people out that never even started their own channels. So
yeah, I really do.
I thought we have a lot more.
Like a big thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, guys, it's not easy. You look at me. I even started to try to do my live streams, and for some reason I just think my GPU and I got one of these little tiny box CPUs.
Yeah.
All right. And because I knew I was going to be traveling, so I got this $250 computer just to it looks great like this, but for live streams it just doesn't have the power. So I have to wait and upgrade it, get a nice GPU to put into it, because it's upgradable. Once I get to Mexico, I'll do that, and maybe it'll work fine. I'll start live streaming, but until that point, that's all I can do is a regular recorded video and write articles, because I was embarrassed by how the quality of the live streams. I'm like, what the hell, man? I bought all this equipment. I bought a green screen. I bought my lighting system. I bought all this stuff, but my computer failed me.
Oh shit, my green screen. I ordered a green screen a while ago and still hasn't arrived. I just remembered. I'm like, fuck yeah, where is my green screen?
Something to hide your Donnie Darko and your Nuka-Cola in the background.
Yeah, and then Andrew Ryan, of course, from BioShock.
Oh, is that what that is? BioShock?
Yeah.
That's the only one I couldn't place.
Yeah, let's take this down. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing's fucking really cool, man. Like, that's him before he turned all evil and everything, and he was like still living in the United States.
Huh.
And this thing's really cool because in the dark, you put dark light on it, and there's like secret like messages all over it. A lot of people love these, man. Like, my brother just got a bunch of these because he was like he was one of the first people to start buying like the collector's packs for like BioShock and stuff before the game. Well, the game was already big, but I mean, like, a lot of people weren't buying this stuff, and now it's big collector's items now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
well,
cool.
yeah. And then of course Nuka-Cola.
Of course.
Yeah.
Guys, one thing that everyone needs to understand is that a lot of people don't have followings, so they get discouraged really quick.
Yeah.
And if they're writing a blog and they see that only 20 people read it or 10 people read it, it gets discouraging. So I understand the whole social media side. We have a great community, so when we post stuff on Twitter, somebody that doesn't have a following on Twitter and they just use the HEX hashtag and they're saying something good, they're going to get plenty of eyeballs. But overall, if you post something on Reddit, and that's like putting it, might as well put cobwebs on it.
Forget Reddit, man. That's I don't like that thing, man. I went in there a couple of times and I like, you know what? I'm on so many of these social media freaking platforms and shit. Forget it. I ain't even messing with that one.
DM people on Twitter. I mean, dude, like I've had a couple people that DM me and stuff, and I retweeted their stuff because I sometimes I just don't see what they're posting. If they just DM me like, oh, for sure, brother, here's a retweet and a like, man. Fuck yeah, go follow my homie. Yeah, like the Hex community is really cool like that. Yeah, and that's true. I mean, and then there's also this whole thing of like, there's all these YouTubers that are trying to kind of gatekeep each other, sort of. It's sort of a weird thing where like you don't talk about that channel over there because great. There we go.
Yeah.
We understood what you said, though. We understood.
Yeah. We've already got some troll communities on the Dlives too.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were shit talking Joker the other night. I forget the name of the guy. They're a bunch of kids. They're like us, but a bunch of kids. So it's like a bunch of young us's, you know. And they get on their stream and shit talk and talk shit to everybody, and they jacked Joker the other day, and yeah, and I was like, oh, who are they, man? And he's like, nah, be careful, dude. These kids are fucking vicious, man. So I went and watched their stream real quick. You know, they don't even show their faces. They just like talk, you know, and yeah, they're vicious little fuckers, man. I was listening to them. They got a pretty tight community of a bunch of quick-witted, smart-ass little kids. You know, I mean, they're young, but I mean, probably in their 20s and shit.
I'll be starting up I already have a YouTube channel, but I'm going to be doing a lot more videos and like AMAs and stuff. Probably by next month. I just got too much stuff to do this month, but like probably like early October, I'll be streaming a lot more. Probably in the nighttime. It's hard for me to give a time. Like I really wish I could say like at 7 p.m. on this time on this day, but I can't because it's like I've got so much shit going on. But I at least want to do 2 to 3 streams, and then if you catch them, cool. I haven't been banned off of YouTube yet, so. You know,
I might go for the morning time just because I plan to make that move to Europe in this next spring. So and that way I could build my audience over there. Yeah. You know, I was doing the 10 o'clock slot, and it was funny. I think Into the Fire will come on my show, or come and watch a couple other people because you know he's in Australia. Yeah. So I was getting that audience. So if we break it up like that, if it's pretty much 24 hours a day, you can go on, you know, hey, Randy's coming on in 2 hours. Yeah. Discourse Syndicate.
Yeah, I get a lot of requests from Europe to stream at a different time so they don't have to watch it recorded, or they don't have to wake up at 0:30 in the morning and watch the stream. So it's like, yeah, they got to get up at 3. Like I think, right? Hex Patient, aren't you? Yeah. Isn't it like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning?
Time, so it's 4 a.m. right now.
4 a.m.
Oh shit! Oh, that hurts.
Rough, bro. I wake up that time to go to talk to Tokyo or do any Tokyo shows. Man, they're terrible, dude. You feel so bad for the rest of the day. It's like
I will go back to customers for like a few hours at least.
Do we have anybody from the Asian community in Hex? I don't think I've seen any.
Asian? No, not really.
Not like from Asia. I mean, we have Asian Americans, and I've seen Asian Europeans,
Singapore, Indonesia. You know that side, because you see what happens when they join your project.
Well,
Think
you
about-
know,
Think
the-
about when
the-
ETH fees are the highest. ETH fees are the highest when Asia's awake,
Right.
whether you like it or not.
well, I remember we used to get the altcoin
Europe-
pumps, you know, when China woke up. It's like, oh, China's
I'm not-
awake.
I'm not trying to catch up or anything. Yeah. I think Europe is really dropping the ball when it comes to crypto. I mean, I don't. And that's how it seems to me. Like they're coming out with some projects, or if they do have projects coming out, like a lot of their leads just leave Europe and just go to the United
But
States.
they're
and go to-
strong. But
In
their
Europe?
community, yeah. I mean, you always have a lot of we have a lot of Europeans in the Hex community. I mean, look at the London, you know, the taxis and stuff. All the advertisements going out there right now.
London Brexited.
Huh?
London Brexited, bro. They're not working anymore.
You remember that meme I did? I did the Brexit, and it had a picture of the Parliament, and then I put Mexit, and it had a couple of guys climbing over the wall, and then it had Hexit, and it was an emergency end stake.
That's awesome. I got a quick question for Steph. Steph is saying one thing that could be done is to have a DS crew in Eastern Europe or in Europe doing one show a week. So,
Yeah.
Steph, what time would be the best time of the day for you guys to have a stream? Because if that's 8 o'clock my time in the morning, hell, I might even be able to do a DS stream in the morning. That's before I even open my office. That might be the time for me to do it.
No, it's like noon their time is what they're looking for, I think.
Okay.
Like noon
I
our
would be
time.
down. I would be down to help with that, to be involved.
Okay.
In that one.
Cool, Randy. Yeah, I think it'd be really neat to join forces and have another presence at a different time of the day, because it's great for us Americans to have nighttime entertainment, but the rest of the world it doesn't work for.
Maybe we could do a Saturday show or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I have full access when I go to Prague. You know, because I'm moving to Prague. They have the Institute of Crypto Anarchy, and Pavel is the founder, and he's a good friend of mine. And he said when you go over there, you know, you can rent they have the top floor as like a space for doing events. And I'm thinking that we could, you know, I'll do it. I'll go up and I'll do an event, do like teach people about Hex, and, you know, do the once a month event thing, you know, give them drinks, you know, 'cause, you know, there's no problem giving beers, you know, have people get them drunk and let's talk Hex, you know, or talk whatever we want to. And that's what's, you know, live events. I learned that here in Panama. We had the Bitcoin embassy here for about 3 years. And we used to do an event every week, and we have different speakers from all different projects come in and talk about their projects. And it was a great time. You got to meet some really cool people. And I think this is that's how I met Steve Wan, the guy from Decentraland, you know, those guys. And I never even heard about the project until these guys came down to Panama and spoke. So.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is
There's
cool.
also Hex meetups as well in our local areas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know people. I know if I. Yeah, it'd have to be next month or something. But I want to maybe that'd be kind of cool to do a like California meetup or something, because I'm right in the middle of the state, so I people can just drive in, or I can go this way or that way, wherever if there's more people in Southern California.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I'm gonna be up at your place Thursday. I'm gonna be they're sending me to Seattle for 2 days, so I'm gonna be in Seattle Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll be up there, and then off to your area. Like,
are you staying in Chaz?
yeah, that's his neighbors. Damn right, adjacent, Chaz adjacent.
Just when you go to events, you know, leave your cell phone at home if that's where your 2FA is.
Leave your Trump "Make America Great" hat at home. Yeah.
Hey.
I was thinking about crypto events. You know, just use some OPSEC. Don't bring any of your computers or anything like that with you. And just be careful.
Yeah.
So in the EU, what time is it?
Chaz. I was like, definitely don't wear your Trump stuff to Chaz, bro. That won't work out well for you.
I think it's 6 to 7. I'm Central Time right now until you crazy Americans change your clocks again. But I think it's about 7 hours ahead for London right now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 6 hours ahead for Central Time right now for you guys. Or I got it backwards. It might be.
I saw somebody put up
I
a
think
meme
you're
that
right. I
says,
think you're right,
I'm not moving my clock back and putting an extra hour of 2020 in.
Damn straight.
They said, I don't want an extra hour of 2020. I ain't moving my fucking clock back.
It sucks, man. This year has absolutely sucked. We're giving away everything. Everything. My whole household, giving it away. Said, fuck this, I'm out.
Dude, you can make a commercial like that. Everything has to go in this
I love it.
Off of all things. This pencil
can of soup.
Anna's mom is coming over tomorrow. We haven't seen her since because of the lockdown, we only get to stop by our house and drop them off some food or something like that. But this is the first time she's gonna be able to come over in our house in 6 months, guys. She hasn't been to our house since March 20th when the lockdown began. And tomorrow she's coming over, and I told Anna, I said the only reason why she's coming over is because she's scoping what she can get out of the house. I want this. She's going shopping.
She's coming to go shopping.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think eventually I probably could do a show, but it'd have to be it would be after Big Payday or whatever, where like I've got more free time. So it'd be like I wake up, hit the gym, come back, start streaming, and then just
he's in and out.
Do whatever the fuck I want with the rest of my day.
I love it. I love it when he does that.
Hi, dude. God damn it.
Oh, I love it.
What kind of internet are you using?
I don't know.
Freaking
dial-up. AOL.
He busts out one of his AOL CDs.
Net zero.
Net zero. E-machines.
Yeah. Yo, bro, you guys should at least upgrade to DSL out there where you're at.
If it wasn't burned to the fucking ground.
Right?
Dude. It was like the first day the air wasn't that terrible. For real. Like the rest of the days, I've been waking up and it's been like orange outside.
That's hard, man. That's tough.
Dude. Yeah. Damn, I'm sweating so much right now, dude. I'm so
Well, maybe I should just make that commitment right now. Maybe I should, the same days that we stream at night, maybe I should start in the morning. It may not be a bad time. Try to hit up.
Time?
It would probably be 8:15, 8:30, probably no later than 8:30.
What is that, like my 7 a.m. or something?
Yeah.
I could probably make it sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be a good idea for us just to have another presence. Yeah. And I'd eventually like to make a go at doing this for fun, but it's just really hard with the running several businesses, and I just feel like I'm always on the go.
Yeah. Well, let's give it a shot then. You want to try starting it next Monday, or you want to do European FN Hangout or something like that?
Yeah.
Let's ask the community to see if they want to show that early in the morning.
That's a good. Yeah, you guys let us know,
please.
Well, it's not early in the morning for Europe.
I know Alan Bittner's in Germany, so I know he'll be down.
Yeah.
I get DMs all the time. All the time I get DMs. Change the time. We can't see the show. We have to watch the reruns, and half the time RG3 doesn't put them up. So.
Yeah, maybe if you wouldn't be opposed to me putting the restream on like my channel too, so we could do both channels at the same time. I don't know how that would work. Well, let's talk about that after the fact, because that might be something. You guys give us your feedback. All of you guys watching, leave comments in YouTube. Yeah, leave all your comments for after you guys have watched the replay in Europe. What you think? We want to hear what you guys have to say.
You know what? And here's the other thing, because they can't participate in the Million Hex giveaway too, because they can't be on stream. So it would be good to do while we're doing the Million Hex giveaway so that they can participate.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, and it's really
By
not
the
too
way,
late.
We will be giving away positions on the Wheel of Death for our Million Hex giveaway tonight. So 3 lucky chat roomers are going to be chosen and be qualified to make the big spin on the day that we hit 1,000 followers on the Dlives. So follow, tell your friends to follow. Tweet out our contest. I'll put that out on Twitter again. I haven't done that in a couple of days, so we have to put it back out on Twitter. But in order to qualify for the Million Hex giveaway, if you don't know yet, you have to follow RG3_pirate on Twitter. You have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Discourse Syndicate. And you have to also follow us here. You don't have to subscribe, although that is nice. We do appreciate everybody subscribing to us. But follow us here on the Dlives, and that way you will qualify for our big spin on the Wheel of Death on the day that we hit 1,000 followers. Now, hopefully we'll hit 1,000 followers before Big Payday, and we get that into the hands of the Hexicans before Big Payday, so they can stake that or get it in there and maybe increase that bag. We're giving away a 700,000 hex prize for first place. Second place is going to be 200, and then 100 to the third place winner.
Nice. Now a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm Ski Cat. And Ski Cat here, I like to ski on the slopes. But when I don't ski on the slopes, I use Lysol.
I'm staking Hex.
I'm staking Hex. Only cool cats stake with Hex.
I don't mess with crypto much, but when I do, I only stake Hex.
That's kind of how I feel. I'm so tired of the whole crypto shit where you're chasing every new project that comes out.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
It's a lot, dude. It's a fucking lot, dude, man. Your brain starts rotting from all, and it all becomes like sort of copied and shit. Like, oh, so this is what's today. Oh, a new stable coin, copying this token. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, this token is a fusion of these 3 tokens, but it's a new token now with a new name and a new ticker. Cool. I mean, that's all. Everything is just a copy of everything, and it's just like a fusion of everything. That's all it is.
What did you say? It was refried DeFi or something like that? What was the other one?
DeFi, yeah.
Refried DeFi.
I'm telling you guys, man, if you made the soy token, bro, that shit would sell.
Soy token.
Yeah,
well, it's funny because one of the other communities that I'm in, I was catching up with a couple of the guys this morning, and I've been with them since 2017. And one guy was talking about how, God, it's just impossible to keep up with all the different shit projects happening right now. And there's, they're gamblers. They're willing to risk it, and they're not putting more than they can afford to lose on the line. But they're definitely getting in some projects that I just have no interest in getting in right now. But one guy this weekend not only pulled out his principal, but started a whole nother liquidity pool and is 120% up on both liquidity pools from his initial investment off of fucking Pickle. The hell is Pickle? Yeah.
Pickle.
It's the newest food in crypto, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even look into it. I was like, man, I don't want to have to. And then they have a special app, I guess, called Zapper or something like that to try to keep on top of all of these things happening right now. And I'm like, what? Dude, why do you I mean, not them in particular, but why are people letting this just control their lives? And dude, you're looking at more charts. When's the perfect time to dump? Hey, when is CZ going to dump on my head?
Yeah, that's a pretty nice feature of Hex. You're in Hex, is staked. You just relax. You don't need to care about all these stupid projects. It's just, I don't give a fuck. Tomorrow you're here, and next week you're gone again.
Yeah.
And just keep staking your Hex. It's easy. It's a really good feature.
Yeah. What they remind me of?
Any of those shitty projects since ever, basically. Since I have, have been invested in Hex, I just.
Do you guys remember the HYIP scams, the high yield investment
Oh yeah,
Project.
HYIPs. Yep.
These remind me of the HYIPs. They come.
It's the DeFi version. Yep. I agree 100%. I was just having this comment with someone the other day. I said, everyone's comparing DeFi to ICO. I think ICO almost had more legitimacy, in my opinion. I think that this DeFi is closer to the HYIPs.
ICOs appeared to be more legitimate.
Well, yeah.
They had the appearance of being more legitimate.
Yeah. Well, they looked like they actually had real teams and projects.
They were wrapped really nice.
Yes, they were. Here's a turd, but it's wrapped in a nice box.
It's right. Now here's a turd sandwich a turd sandwich on pumpernickel.
Careful, Captain. Don't say pumpernickel. They'll make that into a coin.
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. That's the perfect fucking coin.
Yeah, all it does. So right now, the big coin right now that people are talking about it's Chad coin. Chad.
I saw that in your group, man. Yeah. And I went and checked it out. I was like, I came back and I said, no, not Chad enough for me.
The memes.
That's it. I'm making the Captain RG3 pumpernickel coin.
And you need to tell everyone, surrender your liquidity to me. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it for some pumpernickel coin.
You should make it on Aspire.
I just tell them I got my hands on the rug.
Dude, rug pull, bro. No rug pull.
This all started today because I don't know if you guys know who Blockchain Chick is, Heidi Chacos. Her husband, Toby, he posted in there. We have a private Facebook group, and he posted in there talking about this new coin that came out, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, yo, man, I'm not interested. You guys can keep that. You can keep it. And then someone else said, oh, but I trade and I'm making like 300% a month. I'm like, good for you. You're going to get wrecked sooner or later.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. I'm not into that either. So,
I know.
But I don't even bring up HEX in the private groups because all people do is just they bring out the sledgehammer and they want to take me out the kneecaps.
Okay, so I have something to say about that. So I was in a community. They just let me back in today, but I was in a master. I know, right? I begged and pleaded, and they let me back in. But it's the only masternode coin that I'm in that it died to zero, and I was like, well, it cost me what 30 cents of electricity a month to sit it in a wallet and just earn some rewards on it, and maybe someday it'll come back if they ever decide to do something with it. Whatever, it's no big deal to me. So I got banned out of the community, just shadow banned. All of a sudden and so I talked to one of the moderators in the group, and they said it was for shilling and foul language. And I'm like, well, if any of you guys have ever seen me type anything in the chats, I never use foul language. So that's bogus. And the only time I ever shilled, and I didn't even really shill, they were asking about projects, and it was right before the Genesis whale pumped the price in April. I said, you guys should get on HEX. And then it 10x'd right after that, and then I get banned. And I'm like, what is the deal? This doesn't make any sense to me, guys. What do you mean shilling? So I don't talk HEX in any of the other groups either, Randy.
No.
It's funny. You can't even say HEX without being called a shill.
Yes. Except for my project didn't die to zero. What about all you hot dog fans out there sucking on hot dogs?
Look at HEX's chart. That's a pretty fucking chart. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Look at that chart. That is a beautiful chart. And I'm talking historically. I don't give a fuck about the flags and all the shit or whatever, the consolidation and blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about what happened in the past. That's a beautiful fucking chart.
I love it.
Did you guys see what's happening to my articles? I never even knew this about Crypto Daily, but Crypto Daily partnered with CoinMarketCap. So all of my articles that I'm writing about HEX are showing up on the CoinMarketCap news section.
I know, that's where I'm seeing it. That's where I'm seeing them.
Sick,
didn't you see I posted the CoinMarketCap one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must have been you or that. Somebody posted, they had the link for CoinMarketCap. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crypto Daily.
That's why I've been saying. I said, freaking Randy, man, look at, he's hitting the big time here. He got HEX on the map.
had no idea, man.
I
So
thought
just
you knew that.
No, I knew I was on Google News and I knew it was on Crypto Daily UK, but I knew they partnered with them, but I'd never checked it out before. So wow, here we got the inroad now. I'm gonna take advantage.
Yeah, man. Keep it up, bro. That's why I said just banging them out of the park, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Let's do
You gotta give DS a shout out, man. Put us up on the map. Do a show on the old pirate show.
He's gonna show up on my European show in the mornings, bro. I'm gonna ride on his coattails.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's. I want to do one of those shows. We got to do a European. We should probably just do a European FN Hangout this Friday.
And the guys from Crypto Daily UK, they're all Europeans. The founder, he's in Albania right now. He's laying low in Albania because the whole CV stuff is kind of low key there. He doesn't have to wear a mask, and so he's like, so I'm staying down there. And they even told me, like, Randy, your Hex articles bring in tons of traffic, so we'll post them anytime you want. I'm like, cool.
That's cool, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, you write quality content too, and that helps
you
too,
do.
man.
So,
I'm not a pro, but I've been doing it for so many years, it just comes natural.
Well, but you're writing about things that actually make sense, and you're not. It's not a forced shill down your throat like so many of these other articles out here. I'm like, okay, and I keep having this one person in Telegram keep trying to shove the coin that shall not be named that got everybody banned in the Discord, the Hex Discord, because they copied. Well, because it's just a copycat is what it is. And I had someone you should check out this. It seemed like a legitimate project, and I'm like, it sounds to me like you're trying to convince me to jump ship to another coin. And I'm like, why would we get that coin for free for being Hex holders? Why the hell would I even? Why the hell would I waste my money on a copycat shitcoin in the first place? So, but yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. That's their whole point. So they write these articles to try to push the narrative from, especially a community, away from one coin into another. But you don't do that.
Repeat yourself. Did we get some free coins somewhere? I'm always for free coins. I'll sell that shit.
Yeah, I'll telegram you on it, man. I want to ghost them. I don't want to give them any. But we get free coins, so I'm like, you'd be a fool to spend your money on this coin, but you'd also be a fool not to take advantage of the free coin. Richard Hart said the same when he said Stellar and XRP were given out to Bitcoin holders. So he said the same thing. You might as well take the free money. So, but I know I'm not going to say it because he doesn't like that it's a copycat of his coin. I don't care about that. It's just I just don't think the project needs any kind of. I think it needs to be ghosted at this point in time.
No endorsements, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Can you telegram me too at Kinetics from Brian Magruder?
I want me a ham sandwich.
That's right, buddy. You mean the turd sandwich on pumpernickel?
Pumpernickel.
Somebody wants to pay for
Brian.
a nice meal. I'm all about it.
There you go. Yeah, Brian, I'll telegram you too, buddy. Because you're such a big supporter on this channel, always throwing them diamonds and ninja guineas at us.
I can't see the chat, so who's ever donating, thank you guys. If we've had any lemons tonight,
we randomly got 3 lemons from Brandon.
Brandon, Valley,
randomly. That's what one of the guys when you first announced the 1,000,000 coin giveaway, we were like, well, you're just going to give it to Bran anyway. He randomly wins everything.
Yeah, the treasure chest.
You know what else? I'm thinking that there also could be a stable coin made on Hex one day. Not now, but a Hex-backed stable coin. That's how most of these stable coins are made anyway. It's just one coin. It's basically like Ethereum-backed stable coins or Bitcoin-backed stable coins or whatever. That's
what we did with Steam. Steam had the Steam dollar, and all it was a certain whatever it took to make $1 worth of SPD or Steam dollars. It was 10 Steam, then it would go down to 9.5, then it would go to 15. That's just how it worked.
It was a really neat ecosystem. I'd love to see Hex do something similar to that.
Yeah, see if it's sort of a weird not to talk about Celsius too much or some shit, but like Celsius is sort of in the same boat that Hex is that on for Celsius, right? Celsius has to play so by the book, and with the rules, because they're just looking for the hammer to smash them at any fucking point, fuck up one time. And it's almost the same thing with like Hex, where like they, because we have like, the OA or whatever is being really careful and smart about everything because they're just looking for a reason. You know what I mean? So it have to be some other entity that made that that stable coin or whatever. But all these exchanges and everything else get away with it just because.
Yeah.
No one goes after those cunts, right?
No.
And CZ's still on the run supposedly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's not sitting still for very long. Malta didn't want him in their community anymore, and I don't think China's super happy with him. I mean, I remember in the end of 2017 when they decided to make the move to Malta because their exchanges got raided in Japan or in China.
Yeah.
Like I think he jumped to the island of Japan, and I think that's where he was headquartered for a little while until they moved to Malta. But last I heard, Malta's like, no, we don't even want you here.
I think they're aren't they Seychelles now? Just like
Is that where it is? Yeah, I remember seeing him in his. I hate the look, but it's something about the Seychelles and the Caymans and everything else. They all wear the stupid jackets with the nice shirts underneath, and then they wear freaking shorts with tall socks and dress shoes. It's the weirdest looking thing, and it's always like bright blue or bright orange or bright red or something like that. It's the stupidest look in the world, but it's a good place to keep your money.
There was Kinetics. There was a project I was working with. I won't say their name on here. It's not a crypto project, but they're a mining company, and they're based here in Panama. But they were working with a bunch of companies in the Caymans. And they're incorporated in Bermuda, but they were working out of the Caymans with the banking stuff. And they're doing all this stuff with the banks. And I told them, I kicked them to the curb. I'm like, look, I want nothing to do with that shit. I'm not putting my name on your project anymore. Yeah. The second they started getting involved with the banking kit system, no. Randy doesn't put his name on banking system stuff. I'm not putting a suit jacket on. I'm not getting dressed up to go kiss some asses some bankers. I wear swag, man.
That's right. That's how I am.
I can't deal with it. That's not my industry.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting news, because I just reminded me of your shirt, Randy. Is that an Ethereum shirt?
Yeah.
It just reminded me. They just said that the Phase 0 contract will come out this year, probably in November.
That.
So
everybody get your 32 ETH and stake that shit.
No, wait, hold up. Sorry. You can do that if you don't need that 32 ETH, but if that's all you got is 32 ETH, it's a one-way contract until the next phase comes out. God knows when.
Oh yeah, really?
So be whatever you send, fucking be careful, because it's like that's what I think is what is going to be the catalyst to launch ETH. Is that all? So you have ETH locked up in all these DeFi platforms. Then you have ETH locked up in its own contract. But so with these pools. And these pools contracts, right? That's a fair way. So it's not like Hex. Hex is a hard pool or a hard staking class where like there's penalties for leaving, right? But with something like Tezos or Ethereum or on Compound and a lot of these places, it's very fair weather. If anything happens, instantly all that ETH comes on the market, out of the pools, right? But with this contract, this is the first time it's adding a hard staking pool to Ethereum. It's only temporary, but what's going to happen is a lot of guys are going to join these. So they're starting to come out with these small pools. So when the Phase 0 contract comes out, there's going to be an ETH staking pool for normal guys, right? Like, if all you have is one ETH, throw an ETH in there. Okay, cool. I'll get some interest. Then they're like, oh shit, can I get my ETH back? Uh-oh. And that's going to cause the normal guy to go, oh shit, I have no more ETH anymore. Fuck, I'll just go market buy. And this will start really ramping up the prices. I've been kind of figuring out that this might actually triple the price or double the price of Ethereum when this contract comes out. Because
thanks for letting me know. I had no idea it was like that. Yeah, I thought it was like any other staking.
No, that's what I'm saying. And the foundation supposedly is telling people, but they're not really announcing it really loud out here. I just read it from a bunch of articles that I was like, wait. It was like it's like 3/4 down into the article. They say, you won't be able to take out your ETH until the next phase of the contract comes out. Oh shit!
How long can that be? We don't know.
2 years.
2 years.
Waiting for ETH 2.0.
Yeah. Daraj Moore in the chat says ETH2 has penalties too called slashing. So you can't just unfreeze it and take it without penalties.
Right. So it's what's going to end up happening is that the circulating supply of ETH is going to go down. So what's going to happen is depending on how long it takes to get to the next phase of that contract or the ETH 2.0 rollout, once that kind of is implemented and stuff, the price of ETH could probably go to $1,200. You know, I don't think all-time highs, but like right before all-time highs, as long as, you know, Bitcoin's still under, 20K or whatever. But then that could, when that contract does come out, it could be that ETH is at $5,000, and then that contract releases. Then you have a bunch of guys that put their whole piggy bank into ETH, finally gets it back. Their average buy-in price is $200 to $300, and it's at $5,000 or $3,000. What the fuck do they care? If the price dumps 60%, they're still in crazy profit.
So that's what happened to HEX, right?
Mm-hmm.
People
with what?
When our price went up super high, people who got 2 million at one HEX or for one Ethereum, they're like, I'm gonna sell now because I'm up 1,000%.
That happens with all projects, but it's what's going on is instead of it happening naturally in the ecosystem, how where there's no restrictions, now you're essentially building up a dam of damn. I wish I could. You're building up a dam of Ethereum here, and then when it's released, everyone's like, dude, I'm in tons of profit. And all like that's the part of it too. The psychology of it is like everyone's gonna be like, fuck, man, I have like imagine because 32 ETH is $12,000 today. $12,000. So let me just do a quick little math on that right now. I'll just set the price at 400, even though
while you do.
Here he goes, getting that calculator out.
That's right. Get your moon math. While you do that, I'm just gonna let everyone know that Gimme Liberty or Hex looks like he's trying to sell his bags of Unipower and Ampleforth. If you've got any takers, just telegram Gimme Liberty or Hex in the chat and see if he can sell you his bags. Okay.
Okay. So at $400 per ETH at a $3,000 price on Ethereum, maybe that's when the contract finally releases. That's a 7.5x on your money. And some of these guys who put the 32 ETH who have been just steadily, dollar cost averaging, trying to buy as much as they can, because it's like the average American doesn't even have $500 in their bank account. So it's a fuck ton of money. Like I get kind of mad when people say like it's whatever. It's like dude, 32 ETH is a lot of money, man. For most people, man, that's a lot, dude. So. That like I don't care if some guy with a lot of shit, like if some guy's got 400 fucking ETH and he puts in like 300, oh well, you fucker, you saw the 100. But this guy who all he has is that 32 ETH and he's been stretch goaling into it, trying to get to it. That's what I get kind of bummed out about, because he's the one who really gets fucked, But
I've been trying to look under rocks of what I can sell or what I can move to get more ETH to get Hex.
Yeah,
and it's really stressing me out. I'm like, I want to get that certain.
Going through that old notebook from 2017, looking at all the logins.
Hey, we get some free coins too.
See which of the sites are still up that you still have logins to, and be like, hey, what coins do I have? I forgot about this little exchange, or I forgot about this little program.
Well, there's one today. I mean, I was ready to hurt somebody earlier today, because there's a project that someone came to me and asked me to write an article for them because they're my friends, and I wrote the article back about 1.5 years ago, and then I wrote a second article for them, and my mom actually put some money in. I put a little bit of money in. A couple of friends put a couple Bitcoin in, and dude, they've been pretty much absent, and the coin's down 60%. It was supposed to be a bot coin, where they trade and you make money off using the bots. I felt terrible, right? And today I logged into my account for the first time in 6 months to see where I'm at, and that's why I know I'm down, 60% still. And this is, I was like, maybe I can sell my coins. Maybe I can get half a BTC out of it or something. No, it's like 0.07 Bitcoin in there. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh man! And
I'm so bummed out. And even if I tried to sell them, there's no liquidity. So I'm like, man, how many times do I have to make these freaking mistakes? Not your keys, not your crypto, folks. If you're out there and you're thinking about someone makes you big promises, this is a mistake I made 1.5 years ago. It's the last time I made this mistake. Not keeping crypto on exchanges and not handing your crypto over to somebody else for some future promise of a certain amount of coins or trading profits or like these HYIP bullshit Ponzi's that everyone's getting into. So
that's that people need to understand that.
Yeah, dude, how much money I've lost over the years. When I first got into crypto, I was doing HYIPs for like the first 3 or 4 weeks because I didn't know what I was doing. My buddy's like, he would send it to me. He's like, hey, check this one out. I put it in. You put in a half a Bitcoin. This back when Bitcoin was like $400, right? So you put a half a Bitcoin in, and then a day later you got an extra 0.25. You're like, oh, this is so cool. So let me put another half a Bitcoin in, and then a week later, gone.
Like,
what? What? It sounds just like DeFi, man. It's
magic internet money.
Yeah, I should not my fault, not DeFi, but yield farming.
Promise platforms.
Yeah.
So
real Ponzi's.
There we go.
Real Ponzi's. You just hope that more people get in behind you.
So if the ETH is released at, like, let's just say the price is $3,000 or $2,000 and it crashes down to $1,000, the average guy who put 32 ETH in would instead of having $12,000, they'll have, for the first time in their life, or first time in a while, they have 40 grand of ETH to sell. You think they're not going to sell some of that? Like,
I think it'd be stupid not to.
Well,
gains eventually.
Right. So who knows what that could be sort of a little catalyst and stuff for some bullshit to be happening on ETH, but it's going to be cool. I mean, there's just people are going to sell profits. I mean, they're just going to, or at least take their principal out, right? Out of the contract and stuff. Plus, they got some interest as well on top of it. So you end up having a little bit of extra ETH. What if it takes a year or two to get that interest, and then you get your principal out, 32 plus whatever the hell you got out. What was like an extra 5 ETH, 6 ETH. Mm-hmm. So that's how that's 40. They probably have like 40 Ethereum to sell, and they'll probably sell like 10. But the average guy probably selling 10.
Yeah, but the influencers are going to be like, they're going to keep saying, I'm going to use a perfect example. I had a buddy of mine who was really big in Dash. He had about 7 Dash master nodes. And when Dash was, he got his master nodes when Dash was between $5 and $7 each. Right. So he just kept buying during 2016. And I happened to sell all mine in December 2016. So I didn't get any of that run up. I was all out of Dash by then. But he had 7 Dash master nodes, and throughout the whole year, he kept saying buy Dash, buy Dash. He used this hashtag, buy Dash, buy Dash, buy Dash. And then when it got to $1,100 or whatever, 1,200, I don't know what the max was, but he kept saying buy Dash, buy Dash. But in our private group, he said, I've been selling my master nodes into this the whole time. So here he is over here selling all of his bags, but privately he's selling them. Publicly, he said buy Dash, buy Dash, buy Dash. I was like, dude, you're a scumbag. If you're getting out of I understand why he was doing it, because he had a lot to sell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He made a ton of money, man. Guy was flying all over the world, and, But that's what's going to happen with Ethereum too. You're going to see all these guys, these big Ethereum whales. They're going to be out there preaching the savior of Ethereum while this situation's happening.
Yeah, because like all the insiders are going to know when to sell. Like, oh shit, the contract's coming out. They're going to be dumping on the markets. You'll start seeing like a slight turn down on the price, might go $1,000, and then boom, collapse down. Not saying like ETH is going to go away. I'm just saying this is just a temporary fucking thing that's going to probably end up happening in an event or whatever. But yeah, Dash made it to $1,600.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude.
So crazy. And they're still using it in Venezuela and places around the world. They use Dash more than they use any other crypto.
Yeah. There's a crypto coming. I mean, this is the first token I've seen that they're actually trying to like help out people in Latin America. Like Dash was doing, but they just ran out of money. That's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Dash. They were actually the only currency that I actually knew that they were like out there in Venezuela helping the people out, trying to get them Dash and everything to like spend. Because literally this is how crazy shit got in Venezuela is that they were trading around in RuneScape gold, in World of Warcraft gold. That was more profitable to become a Chinese gold miner in Venezuela. You'd make more money than being a laborer, bro. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's so crazy. And then I felt really bad because I saw videos about people ganking anyone that talked in Venezuelan or stuff. They were like automatic kill lists because people were just killing them. But these guys were just trying to sell gold just to feed their families and shit. It was fun.
Well, I have employee in Venezuela, and we pay her in crypto, and she's perfectly fine with it. I mean, she's an anthropologist, guys. She's got her freaking doctorate in anthropology, and she can't work. So she ends up, she makes memes for us, for clients, things. We pay her, you know, but we're paying her $100 a month, and she's happy as hell. She makes way more money than anybody else in our family with us just paying her $100 a month. She buys all her groceries, diapers for the son, and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, do what you gotta do.
That's crazy. I just know when they first hit 1,000,000% inflation, you started hearing the stories of people using the
government stuff.
Was it the Boulevard? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
They were using the Boulevard for toilet paper because it was worth more as toilet paper than because you had to use more of it to actually buy the toilet paper than you could actually get your hands on in the Boulevard. So it was easier to get Boulevard than it was toilet paper. So that's what they were using.
And during 2017 and 2018, government employees were getting busted for using all the computers the government computers for mining crypto.
Yeah,
and a lot of people got in big trouble for that. So.
Do you blame them though? I remember some guy in Russia. Some guy in Russia was working at it was a
nuclear facility, and he was using their supercomputer to mine Bitcoin. Yeah,
cool, dude.
Genius.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah, high five until you get caught by the KGB. Sorry, it's the FSB now. My bad.
There was a guy in Russia using train stations power. You know how the electric grid for these trains, he was using that to mine and stuff. And since it makes a lot of noise, he was mining it for like 2 years before he got caught.
Wow.
And I think he literally I don't know if he died, but dude, he was the deepest shit I've ever seen anyone in, dude. It was bad, bro. From the article, it seemed like they fucking killed him or some shit.
Oh my god. Wow. Well, you'll see that if you guys ever can make it to Prague. I always talk about Prague because I absolutely love the city. But you'll see a lot of the street vendors. There's a lot of churches in Prague, so people will run electricity from the churches. They'll have power cords coming out the windows of the churches
to run their street vendors. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
they probably tithe really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Hex Patient, is like a Nano S behind you?
Yeah, it is. I saw it.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, cool.
It's got two of them. Yeah,
it's a Nano S and the Nano X.
When you're checking prostates, you stick Nano S's up there or what? I don't get it. Just playing.
Yeah. Oh, there's a crazy ass shit. So Silicon Valley's finally starting to get into crypto now. So there's a token called Cello or Celo. I don't know how to call it. It's the first token that I've seen that they're trying their first shake at. It looks terrible, dude. I don't know who the fuck would invest in this shit, but they have all these diversity pictures. You see, we are helping poor brown people all over the world. That's how the marketing seems to me when I read it. It's just you see diversity. Black woman reading book to an Asian boy, just shit like that, dude. It just really triggered the fuck out of me when I was going through the website, man. I was like, ugh, man, and then you have there's another coin that's called RSR, which is special reserve rights, which that one is huge because that's PayPal's coin essentially.
Are they trying to get rid of the special drawing rights? Are they trying to model it after the special drawing rights in the bundle or the basket of currencies?
Yeah. What's his fucking name? Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel's behind, well as two other PayPal founders. So more than likely, eventually they're currently running PayPal in Venezuela using that app. So people are able to use that. Their coin is only being used in Venezuela, Colombia, and I think Argentina. I'm not entirely sure on that, but they're only releasing it in third world countries to help people out for now, and they're eventually scaling it out to more countries, and then it'll come to the United States. But I kind of like that approach where they're not trying to do first world countries first. They're trying to get into these countries that actually need a currency like that, which is kind of cool.
My buddy Shield
again. RDS?
RSR.
RSR.
My buddy shielded to me months ago when it first came out, and because he's like, "Oh, Randy, I got a hot one for you," and I'm like, "Look, I'm not doing this shit anymore."
I got a hot one for you, bro.
Yeah, that's all. And he's an older guy, and he never messes me about coins. The
list. I'm not trying to show this. I'm sorry if is it's just hard. Like, and anytime you talk about anything, it sounds like you're shilling something. You know, it's just tough to like. But like, but anyway, it's got a lot. There's a lot of cool people behind that project, and dude, it's star-studded. Pantera Capital, Digital Currency Group, fucking Coinbase Ventures. That means it's gonna be listed on Coin. Dude, it's like they're gonna fucking grand slam this motherfucker. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 20% off the top right now.
Mm-hmm.
But man, when he shilled it to me, I would have made like 15x or something like that. but I just am so jaded.
I know, me too. I'm the same way. Like I had to wait. I had to convince myself after 2 years of Richard Hart streams that this was going to be a decent project in the first place. Like it took 2 years of Richard Hart selling me on every stream that this was going to be a good finished product with no failed roadmap. That's what I got really sick of, is watching roadmap fail after fail. I mean, again and again and again, and you're just like, fail after fail. You can only handle that so much until.
I know the pain, man. I'm a project creator. I'm doing something myself, and it's such a difficult thing. People think it's so easy, but every project I've been associated with, not once has everyone hit every milestone on the roadmap and completed something. Not once. It's never been done. So when I saw you're talking about Richard, when I saw his, this was a couple weeks before launch, when I saw the video on stage when he was talking about it, I'm like, ooh. You know, when we make fun of the Bitcoin maximalists. We make fun of them, but a lot of them are people like us who are just jaded, who just don't want to deal with anything anymore.
I agree.
Yeah. And two, like crypto, the one reason I really like Hex as well is, dude, we're all so fucking busy, man. God damn, dude, watching these charts and the price. I mean, obviously when the price goes up, we're going to hear about it. Duh. But like, it is kind of nice. We're like, buy your Hex, stake it, go to get the fucking work, or go back to living your life.
And how many people were shitcoin connoisseurs in 2017 only to roll all of the gains back into Bitcoin anyway? So ended up becoming, it was easy for a lot of these guys, these shitcoin shills, to turn into Bitcoin maxis, because they came to the same conclusion a lot of other people did, is that you're only gambling with the shitcoins so you can stack more Bitcoin. That was the underlying thought for everybody.
In 2017.
Because there wasn't legitimate products before. Yeah, in 2017.
Yeah.
Now it's stack your way to get more ETH.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the mentality is changing now.
Yeah. Well, I listened to Hexologist today. I love his show. He's so good. He's just so good at interacting with everybody on stream and following up on questions and things of that nature. But when talked about if Vitalik talking about should transactions only be 5 cents, and I do. I think so. I think it should be. I really do. A weirdo. That's what is that your new currency? Dollar cost caps? Gonna do some Fallout caps.
Yes, sir.
Some Nuka-Cola caps. But I would like to. I don't want to see the gas fees going up and up and up. Personally, I want something that's cost effective. I want it to be cheaper than PayPal. I want it to be cheaper than Western Union. And so I don't agree with Vitalik at all on that one. But when he was talking about centralized finance, should it be that cheap? He didn't, or at least it didn't seem like Vitalik wanted it to be cheap.
Would you guys? I mean, would you guys, like, let's just say if we're all Ethereum devs here, or we're like secretly talking in the background, right? Would you? I mean, I would rather take there being a little bit higher inflation rate on Ethereum, but the gas fees being lowered to a point where like the miners are profitable always, and they don't need to make as much money on the fucking the gas fees.
Yeah,
like that. That would. It'd be a balancing act, but at that point, because the whole thing is just to keep the miners happy right now.
So the inverse to that, though, and it's the same argument you can make with the Fed, is that how fast are you printing new money or new Ethereum? Because if your ecosystem is growing and the pie as a whole is growing, then it's okay to have an inflation.
Right.
But if your pie is only growing like this and your money supply is growing like this, then it becomes bad. So finding that balancing act where the the amount of goods and services being served within that ecosystem matching the inflation rate, I think that's going to be a hard one though, man. It's so hard to measure. I mean, you've got economists fighting daily about that on TV.
That's what crypto is trying to figure out the last 11 years already, I guess.
100%. Yep.
Metallic, damn it.
Huh? Say that again.
Oh, back. That's what Metallic was kind of talking about, that they essentially are going to become sort of like not Federal Reserve, but they're going to become like they're essentially the Fed at a certain point with Ethereum with a 2.0, because they're essentially dictating what the inflation rate is. You can look it up. He actually said that. He's like, yeah, we don't want to, but we essentially have to calculate the Fed rate or the amount of inflation and stuff, because at some points Ethereum's going to be negative. Like actually they're burning Ethereum, so the supply is going down at some points, and then some points they could probably increase it and stuff. So it is going to be sort of a balancing act, but at that point, then you can have craziness, because when you have someone controlling the amount, like the thing with HEX is it's a set rate, that's it, right? But with Ethereum, some crazy. What if they lose a bunch of funds and the Ethereum that they need money and stuff? They could just pass something, and then everyone's like, yeah, let's give a 20% block reward to to the foundation until we shore up our funds. Everyone's saying, yeah.
Like, who was it that had the multi-sig wallet? That they lost all their funds.
The maker or the DAI, the DAO.
No.
Oh,
multi-sig.
It was Parody. Yeah,
like Parody with Gavin Wood and those. Was it Gavin?
Yep.
No, that's Polkadot, wasn't it?
No. It is Parody.
They lost all of their coins because the multi-sig contract broke, and nobody could access. And actually, one of the ICOs that I launched back in 2017, Hedge Token. They lost all their coins too, because they also used the same smart contract. And all the money we raised, I think it was like 7 million or something like that. Gone.
Damn.
Yo, and just because the smart contract didn't work in the multi-sig. So I can see how that could work if they're, obviously Ethereum is way more centralized than Bitcoin or Hex is. So they're going to be able to do a little bit more. I like what you're saying. Ethereum is a supercomputer, right? It's supposed to be like a supercomputer. So I don't see why they need to make as much.
What's the miners? The miners.
Yeah. We're getting rid of the miners. Isn't ETH 2.0 getting rid of the miners? Aren't we going to staking? And so the interest to be paid to the stakers?
To the validators. Validators. It's the digital miners. It's the miners that have it. They're based on their wallet, not on their computing power.
Okay.
Right. But they're talking about keeping ETH so now there's this weird shit where they're talking about when they go to 2.0 when they go to 2.0 that the current ETH chain is going to stay the same, but 2.0 is going to be a different chain that could migrate or something. Like it sounded really weird and stuff. And then too, you have this whole thing is like, why are they also keeping Ethereum Classic alive, right? Because like a lot of the miners are going to migrate over there eventually, just to keep mining.
Mm-hmm.
It's like why don't we have the fucking miners right now saying fuck no, we don't want to do Ethereum 2.0. We're gonna split it off into a different chain. Like the miners just nice and quiet right now.
Yeah, they are. Bizarre.
Why? They're cunts. Everyone knows miners are cunts. Sorry, but I mean,
oh, bad boy. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, of course we have some miners, but most miners are in China or in some other countries, something, and they have like, it's not like, it isn't like back in the day when a miner was like me just running off of an Alienware computer or a fucking Dell or a Macintosh or some shit, just something like at that point, or like, remember all those tokens and shit that says like, you can mine on your phone. Okay, sure. But it isn't like, it's so like everyone's just mining on that. Like in order to be competitive, you need to be like crazy amount of rigs. This entire wall has to be miners and shit. I've got to have like soundproofing because my neighbors know this, so they don't kill me from the noise.
I got my Pi network, man. Pi.
Oh, the Raspberry Pi. Yeah.
No, the Pi network. I've been running this thing for over a year and 3 months. I don't care, man. Hey, it might be worth something someday. No shilling because the coin's worthless. But it might be worth something in the future.
Yeah. I mean, there is good projects like that token that I got airdrop the other day, Rari, right? Rarible is probably one of the biggest sites for online NFT art. That's a huge market because it's a huge. I'm trying to get into it. It's just I need some fucking goddamn time. It's gonna be next month is gonna be so packed for me. It's like I'm chilling off on some other stuff I'm doing.
Did you get as much as you thought you were gonna get?
With what? With
the rare coins?
I'm gonna find it. The second airdrop's on the 20th.
Okay.
The big one. The big one's on the 20th.
We'll know how good it was by how big you smiled that day.
Yeah, like I just don't know, like a Rolex. Like I just don't know what happened.
Well, I hope for your sake it's a good one, man, because that whole NFT thing is a whole other world. And I actually thought about doing a show just for NFTs back at, like 6 months ago, because I thought that before this whole yield farming came along, I thought that this is going to be the year of NFTs.
No, it's probably going to be next year. As soon as the gas fees go down, or they go into Matic, whatever they end up doing for Decentraland's kind of like the point of the spear. When Decentraland fees go down and they can start trading, the rest of the NFT market fucking like goes like this. They just launch. So when Decentraland, when I start noticing the transactions on Decentraland going up, oh shit, we're about to go into some bull. We're about to go full bull territory, because I think what's going to end up happening is NFTs are going to get really popular towards the tail end of this cycle, because everyone's just buying like it's just imagine like this. So imagine this was 1% of an ETH, 3% of an ETH, and 4% of an ETH, right? By the end of the bull market, everyone's trading art back and forth, because this is a 1 of 10, this is a 1 of 3, and this is a 1 of 1. All this stuff will just be, people have so much fucking money, they'll throw half an ETH at this or an ETH at that and that. Yeah. But it's such a percentage gain, and so you're up crazy amount on USD plus a shit ton on ETH as well. So it's insane. So it's like that's why I've been buying so much. I've been buying art. I've got a really cool one of Roger Ver. He's like, I saw it. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah. There's no way I'm not going to sell that later for a fucking like a tenth of an ETH or half an ETH later on. People just want that kind of shit.
Yeah. Remember, I was when I was in Bogota at the Latin American Bitcoin conference in 2017. So it was December 8th, 2017, December 9th, something like that. As Bitcoin right near the top, it was about 12.5 or so the weekend. And I remember CryptoKitties, and everybody at the event was talking about CryptoKitties. Like, oh, somebody just sold one for 50 ETH, and I'm like, what the hell is this crap?
Yeah. So how do you battle this then? Dollar cost. Schmuggleheart says, I am avoiding NFTs. Just make a copy, change a pixel, and you have a new NFT.
Oh, so it's based. So yeah, you're right. You could do that, but what's going to end up happening is you're getting these fashion houses first in Decentraland, right? But starting to be art houses where you're not buying the art, but you are buying the art how it looks, but you're buying the artist. Is this the digital signature of this artist? If it's some, because anyone could, I could print out, like, there's a fake one. I have one of these, right? But someone clicks on it and figures, because eventually there's going to be you can start there's going to be like insignias and stuff when like Art and Rarible or any of these people sell this stuff, that this is a legit made by Andrew Ryan. Oh, this is an Andrew Ryan piece. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, Andrew Ryan's like a really hard artist right now and stuff. His stuff's been selling. So there's track records of artists who's selling the most. And then people notice like, oh yeah, Andrew Ryan always sells about 100 ETH of art a month. So this guy is really hot right now. So people's like, this guy's an up and coming artist. You know what? I'm gonna buy a bunch of his art, just like the art world. Same thing, except it's even better because in the art world, there's a lot of fakes and stuff. But over here, there's legit series. You can't bullshit it. So if all you got to do is go on websites and you can just check your own art and just, is this a piece? And then it says, yeah, you have number 400 of 500. Oh, cool.
You just check a hash, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can check your own shit. Yeah, and then because in the collection, there's 1 of 500, and that's it. They can't bullshit that number. That's what the blockchain is actually really good for, is that kind of counterfeit shit. So that's what's kind of cool about it.
You know who tried to get me to work with him recently was Jose Rodriguez of Bitso in Mexico City, and he's launching his own gallery, and they're already up there on Decentraland. And I was wondering why he hasn't reached back out to me, and I think it's because the ETH fees are so high at the moment.
Yeah,
and I think it has something to do with it.
Yeah, the ETH fees is just killing everything because the art piece I bought the other day, right? It was like 3% of an ETH, I think I paid for it, and it was almost like a 25% because it was like $12. So it was $34 plus $12 gas fee. It cost me $45, right? But an art piece, and I'm like, well, plus I really liked it because it was Roger Ver from the interview where he's like, like that.
I loved it, man. I loved it. I was like, I want one of those.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll show it on stream. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah, it's hysterical. So what I'm thinking is like because the ETH fees are so high right now, a lot of people aren't buying. So maybe the prices of the art is actually cheaper at the moment. And when the next bull run does happen, I think you're right. It's just going to go flying, and it might be the time now to pick up some of those things. I'm sorry we divert. Maybe we can have somebody make some hex art. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
You're muted.
Yeah, Litecoin muted is.
Sorry. Yeah, we could make some. Yeah, we can make some hex art and stuff. There's artists. We just got to figure it out. I mean, I have people in some of the other Telegram groups. I got the NFT Whales group I have, where we have a guy that managed to monetize memes. He started making like wearables memes and Decentraland memes, and he started making a steady income of like 2 to 5 ETH. But
Do you talk to Crypto Graffiti, the guy who did the original HODL logo?
No, I haven't talked to him, but I know people who know him and stuff. Like
I met him, that's where I met him. It was that whole when I was in Bogota, I got my lesson in NFTs, and he was one of the people that told me, Randy, this is going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Oh shit! Wait, let me see. Can you guys see that?
Oh my god!
That's a nice one.
When I saw it, dude, I was like, "Oh my lord, I have to have it."
How much did you pay for that? Just if you don't mind.
It was like 3% of an ETH, so it was like 30. I paid $45 for it.
Oh my god, man!
But I got. But the reason I bought it too is because like I got a fucking bunch of free money from the Rari airdrop that I was like, oh cool, I'm shit. I'll throw some ETH into some stuff because I got it for free anyway. Who cares? Yeah,
Dude, I love that kind of stuff. I was playing that game Chains Arena, and I've got a whole bunch of the cards, like the top level player, the ones you get with the little, like they're like a legendary level card. And I thought about selling one. I was like, you know what? This isn't that time to sell any of these things. I'm going to wait until the bull market gets towards the end. I'm going to start selling stuff. I've learned my lesson, man. Oh man, Steam Monsters. I told you, Steam Monsters. I sold my cards way too early. I sold them a year ago, and I got I made like 20 or 30x or something like that. But right now I'd be up like 100x. Those original cards from the original packs are worth a ton now.
Yeah, and Topps as well. Topps is ahead of the game. They're the first card manufacturer to start making NFTs. So they had a launch of.
I thought it was Wax. I thought Wax was.
Oh yeah, Wax also as well. But Topps I'm not sure if they did it on Wax or they did it on OpenSea. But they essentially made Garbage Pail Kids for their first launch.
That was Wax.
And it was Wax, and it went gigantic, dude. Like people are just telling me like they were like, dude, it's selling right now. Go buy the packs, buy the digital packs, and the packs are damn near 50x the original price right now or more, even right now. And then people are buying people are trying to get Nuclear Betty or whatever the fuck it's called, like all these weird ones and stuff, and they're selling for multiple ETH, dude. That's the sort of thing if Pokemon could do. If Pokemon did this. Simple shit. I mean, I can make them $1 billion today. Like Pokemon, all they had to do is just like we're doing the original run. We're just gonna relaunch all the cards from the first pack, right? So holographic Charizard, there's one of 1,000 in the packs. Holographic first edition, dude. Bro, like right now, like PSA 10 holographic Charizards are going for about $100,000. Yeah, you know why? Because nostalgia sells. Because when I was a kid, and most of us were kids, right, or younger, we grew up on Pokemon. Like when I was in elementary school, I was losing my shit because I was like in back of the Lunchable, the Pokemon cards weren't even out yet, right? The Lunchables had printed in the inside, had put Charizard and had put all the Pokemon on the inside on cardboard. So I cut them out of cardboard, and I showed them in my school, and I was like, everybody fucking wanted them. Like they were going crazy over it. Like I got so fat that summer. So Pokemon cards.
when I got out of the Navy in '99, I went through that, that during that whole Pokemon phase. I was buying packs and stuff just because I had nothing else going on. I was stressed out with life, and I was delivering pizzas. So I'd go buy Pokemon.
I'm just waiting for the whole sports memorabilia to turn back around. That market that failed, died to nothing, like the crypto market in the early '90s. Because I don't even know how many tens of thousands.
Don't show our age. Don't show our age.
know, right? I got so many tens of thousands of dollars worth of basketball, football, and baseball cards, man.
Dude, I used to have a bunch of Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. I had all that stuff. Yeah, I used to upper deck.
The kids nowadays are like, Ken Griffey Jr. Who? What?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys might show my age here, but the first year Upper Deck came out.
I
mean, that was what, 80?
It had to be 84, 80. Was it?
I think it was 89.
Was it 89?
I was loading up. I was delivering my newspapers, and I would get paid, and I'd go buy packs of cards.
I still have my Jose Canseco Upper Deck cards, man.
Yeah, there you go. Man, we're showing our age. God.
Oh, I know, man.
There's a YouTuber called Gary V. You guys know him?
Oh yeah.
He's actually popularizing the collecting of sports cards again, showing that he's basically showing that like these things are going back in value, and then Pokemon's getting hot again. So more than likely Yu-Gi-Oh is going to get fired. So what's going on right now is one like people are just finding like, oh shit, we can flip all this stuff because people flip stuff that grow value, so they remember the old value, so the cards come back to life and stuff. And two, there's a whole side of like people like your age, Randy, or connects and stuff and everything like you guys are getting older now, making more money, and you guys kind of want to buy back your childhood. So it's the whole nostalgia play, right? And people in my age are like, like I'm almost 30. So people in my whole age are from like 25 to like 40 right now, right? For the millennials. And they're all, starting to make some money now. And like we all are trying to buy like Nintendo 64. We're just buying back.
I got 2 Nintendo 64s and like 40 games. 1 million hex, it's yours, bro.
We'll talk. You better have Mario Party 2, bro.
Yeah. No, I don't have that, but I got like first edition Smash Brothers, bro. Like back in the day. Got some Zelda games. What the absolute best game for N64 ever was, and a lot of people I know will say GoldenEye. I got sick of that shit after 10 minutes of playing. Like, yeah, I'm done with this, but it's the same thing over and over and over again. But the one thing that it was probably the best Star Wars game ever was Rogue Squadron, and you could unlock Millennium Falcon, the Naboo TIE Fighter, or Naboo Fighter, the TIE Fighter. There was like, and it was secret missions after secret missions that you didn't even. And you're like, how has an N64 game even got all this memory, man? Yeah, back in the day, that was the shiznit. In fact, they're super hard and super rare to find now.
Yeah.
I mean,
my old Zelda Gold.
Yes.
The gold cartridge. Yeah. For the Super Nintendo, right? Yeah.
No, that's just Nintendo.
No, it's a regular Nintendo. That was the original, The Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
God, I'm old, guys. Jeez. I remember my stepdad said, "Go out in the trunk." So I went out in the trunk, opened it up, and there was Nintendo in there. Dude, that was the best, most memorable day of my life, man. My brother and I were like, "Yeah."
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta blame Nintendo for getting me hooked on video games, especially RPGs. I played Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo as my first Final Fantasy ever, and ever since then. And I had played Dragon Warrior, I think, on the original Nintendo.
Never played that one.
But then I played Final Fantasy 3 and I was hooked. So every Final Fantasy game that ever came out, and in fact, I just recently bought, for when I'm bored in the airport waiting for flights and stuff, I just bought the Final Fantasy 12, or is it 12? Yeah, 12 on the Nintendo Switch. I played that back on number 2 back in the day, bro.
They go that high. I actually retired from gaming in 2004. I haven't touched the game since.
Yeah, I wish I could say that.
I had to focus. I had to focus on life and do other things because it was hurting my life. I mean, I was so addicted. So
yeah.
Now I like crypto's my game now.
We're talking about all the things that we remember. And Internet Lurker said, I remember when we used to talk about Hex on this stream. Oh, yeah. Remember that time?
Hey,
Like
I'm serious
20 minutes
though.
ago?
I'm serious though. We need to commission an artist, somebody who, I've got one that does stuff up in New York, but I think somebody that makes some hex art that we can get into the, do one of 50 or one of 100 or something, just to get out some hex stuff, just to because this is our inaugural year that we're starting now.
Right.
And this art, maybe in 10 years, this stuff could be worth millions. We just don't know.
You don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Fuck, if nobody wants to do it, I'll fucking try to do it. Shit, it'll be like popsicle sticks, but it'll be the first art.
All right.
Well,
if you're gonna keep,
Hexo makes some good stuff. He's pretty good. So
I
maybe
agree.
he can make some.
and if he's gonna keep one of one, then I want two, or one of 10, then I want 2 of 10.
Yeah, a lot. If we do make stuff, we should make one of 10s and then one of 100s, and then we'll probably like maybe one of 1,000 or something of a piece, so everyone can buy it really cheap.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Did you? So I put something up one time just for the hell of it, just to try it out. But on the Tron blockchain, they had that Pixel Wars. And I thought it was kind of a neat idea where people created all these different works of art, and every time you sold it, a quarter of whatever it sold for went back to the original address that published it. Wow. So every time, and then the Justin Sun portrait got up to like, I don't even remember. It's been a long time, but it was like 30,000 Tron or something at that time. So every time it got sold, whoever created it made a quarter of whatever it sold for.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was my first experience with NFTs and crypto.
You need smart contracts for that, and we have that with Hex. We could build something like that on Hex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's super neat. Then it's a residual passive income for the price for the stuff that keeps going up that collectors keep wanting to buy. So it entices people to put out good artwork.
Hey, there we go. Anybody who's in the chat who can code, here's your chance to build an app. Hex Patient. There we go.
There you go, man.
Build it. Build it.
Does one of you guys? So does Hex Patient or maybe Randy? Do any of you guys want to go randomly go through the? Are you guys on Dlive right now? Do you guys see the comments?
Yeah, I've been checking them regularly.
Because we need to choose 3 people for the million Hex giveaway today.
Oh.
So I thought one of you guys could, if you guys want to do 1-in-1 or something like that, or all 3 of you can just do one person in the chat, and choose a person, and then we'll write the names down, and then we'll put them on the list for the million Hex giveaway.
Yeah. So guys, start doing make sure you get something written into the chat here.
Yeah, write something, not spammy, please.
And not give me Liberty or Hex. Dude's already rich.
There's a couple, man. I'll tell you, man. Our community has got money. I've never been in a community like this before. Usually, it's we're a bunch of poor bastards hoping to get rich.
Yeah.
But our community is probably the wealthiest I've ever been part of.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't surprise me that there also coincides with probably the most entrepreneurial of people that I've met, or the crypto communities that I've met.
So entrepreneurial, rich, and older.
Yes.
We're an older community as well. So.
Absolutely. Like Funding Jim and Gimme Liberty and RG3, you guys are fucking older than dirt, you know. I like Internet Lurker's comment. He says, "I'm broke, bitch."
All right. So do you want me to do the
point?
Go ahead,
yeah,
right, I'm not even looking. So look, I'm looking the opposite way. Let me point. God damn. Oh, so Colin Alexander.
Kyle Alexander. Let me find
Colin.
What did you say it was? Colin Alexander or Colin?
OLIN.
I don't see him. Where is he? Fuck.
Colin_Alexander.
It's Hexander, right? Colin Hexander.
Alexander. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going. I know him by his Twitter handle.
All right, Colin, you have won. Congratulations. You have won your place in the Million Hex giveaway. Welcome.
Motley says, no, you meant to say Motley.
Okay, I got your name down. Perfect. Okay, anyone else want to do a little swing at this?
Hex Patient, can you see the comments in there?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, go ahead and pick one out of there.
So, Blue Bum
Blue Bum.
from Blue Bum.
Congratulations, sir. You have now won a chance to win 1 million Hex.
And make sure you guys follow RG3 Pirate on Twitter.
Right.
You have to retweet and follow the Dlive channel.
Right.
Yep.
If you don't do it, you end up like Bunga Bunga. You don't want that.
Yep. And we need a third one, right?
Right. Come on, Corsair.
I would love. He's new to this community. I've seen him in other communities. I think he'd be a good ambassador for us. Let's do Voice My Ambition.
Voice My Ambition? All right, man. Where's he at? Voice My Ambition. Okay. Congratulations, Voice My Ambition.
Again, he is correct. Make sure you guys follow RG3, Discourse Syndicate, retweet Discourse Syndicate, and follow us on Dlive here to make sure you don't miss your opportunity to qualify.
Hey, for those of you guys who are new to the chat or just watching right now, we're thinking about doing a daytime show, like early in the morning for our European friends.
I could also join sometimes.
Great. I mean, I think it's just those are our two big communities in Hex. It's this hemisphere and Europe. We don't really have anybody in Asia yet. If you are in Asia, let us know. You know, because
you want to reach out.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that it's 10 a.m. when we start when it's 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Time. It's 10 a.m. in Asia, or Singapore time. So they I double checked that to make sure. So they still have the opportunity to watch this.
10 p.m. Oh, you're talking about right now?
Now? Yeah, it's morning time for them. So they can still watch this. It's still daytime for them. So this works well for the Asian and the American markets, but for Europe, you're right. We need to try to find some way to move it off. And Day 43 OG, I'm sorry, bro. It sucks for you. You're in Australia. We just don't care about our Aussie friends. No, I'm just kidding.
And then Into the Fire, right? I think Into the Fire is also
Into the Fire, Wrecked Pirate, Day 43 OG. Those are the three that are coming off the top. I know I'm missing some of you guys from Australia. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like Blue Bum is Australian too. That's great.
There's so many really cool people from Australia, man. God damn. Australians are fucking dope, dude. Good
yeah,
people.
But they gave up their guns, and look what's happening now. Sorry.
I know. You guys are freaking being overrun by this whole communist movement. I apologize for you guys losing all your freedoms over there.
My biggest argument for not giving up guns.
Yep. Look at what happened in Australia.
Exactly. Because I remember back in the 90s and stuff when they were going through all these issues that people were saying, Australia, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You're going to get screwed. And here we are.
Yeah.
Americans better pay attention.
Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, gun deaths went down. Well, duh, idiot. But house break-ins and rapes went up. What do you like? I mean, you got no way to defend yourself now.
Did you see the one on Twitter today? I was so upset when I saw it. The guy he walked in front of the cop car, and the cop ran up. The car almost ran him over, but a group of cops jumped on him, and one freaking pounded his head against the ground with his foot, you know? And I'm like, oh, my God, man. If you were in that wouldn't happen in Texas.
No.
I think
you'd be a fool to do something like that in Texas.
Yeah. Dude, they would have steamrolled America a long time ago if we didn't have guns. They're hacking ass people, man.
For sure.
If there's one thing that our founding fathers got right, is they understood that the people needed to be able to protect themselves, not against invading forces, but against their own freaking oppressive governments.
Exactly. That's my argument. I'm not a big gun fan, but that's always been my argument.
Yeah. Well, I'll take my freedom over the few extra deaths that are caused by it, because you look anywhere else in the world, especially in Asia, Yeah, they may not have guns, but you got a lot of motherfuckers dying of getting knife stabbings. So it's like knife stabbings, and even in America, the number one weapon to kill people with is a Louisville Slugger, the number one weapon. Blunt objects. Well, yeah, they. I guess that's a huge majority, but it falls in the same category as blunt instruments. So hammers, crowbars, things of that nature. More people die from getting beat over the head with hard objects than they do getting shot in America.
Totally believable.
Mm-hmm. Really hard objects.
Almost 3 times as many deaths as what you see with gun violence.
Go to any bar fight. What do they pick up?
Yeah.
Bottles.
Not a lot of people are packing in a bar, but a lot of people got some stuff to throw at people. Yeah.
We're humans, man. We're violent. It's just
a sharpened toothbrush. Give me liberty or Hex must be in prison. A sharpened toothbrush.
Oh my God. Oh man, I got a story, guys. You can see what happens, you motherfuckers. You trigger me. I'm a former psych nurse, right? And I used to work in forensics, which is the worst of the worst. So one night, I'm doing my patrols. We call them patrols because it's freaking dangerous. And one of my patients comes out and he's acting real like he's pissed. I'm like, well, what's wrong, man? Nothing wrong with me. Nothing. I'm like, okay, this is in Rochester, New York. All right, this is where I'm from originally. And he got more and more angry. We ended up having to call security to come up and help us. And when they came up, they found a shiv. He made a shiv out of his toothbrush like he was in prison. We're in a freaking hospital. He has no problem. He could watch TV as much as he wants. He could do whatever he wants. But this dude made a shiv. And I was by myself with him in the hallway. What if he would have got pissed at me and decided to take me out? I'm like, man, this job sucks. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
He sharpened a toothbrush.
Wow.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Man, you guys got me, man. PTSD from 5 years of that.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. We'll change the subject then.
Yeah, please.
So Hex solves this. I don't know how, but it does. That just reminds me of that Jimmy song, his whole podcast, Bitcoin solves this. And then everything he brings on the show, it's like, no, Bitcoin doesn't solve any of these problems you're bringing. I don't understand where your reasoning is. Bitcoin doesn't solve any of these problems.
Oh, God. It doesn't solve a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, it definitely doesn't solve internet money, that's for sure. Maybe internet gold.
Internet gold. That's the great argument for Bitcoin. I love it as internet gold. But what is the gold market? 7 billion.
It's 7.4 trillion. I think
7.4 trillion. But what is the CD market?
75 trillion, something like that.
I thought it was a quadrillion, wasn't it?
No, it's not in the quads. No, because all the money, including debt in the world, is only like $400 trillion. It's probably twice that now after COVID money printing.
Probably thinking about derivatives, probably.
Yeah,
derivatives are crazy.
But all I know is that this market for Hex is much larger.
Oh yeah. Well, an actual use case. And they're like, what's your utility? What Hex doesn't have a utility. What the fuck are you talking about? Has no utility. Has the best utility, the time locking and the time value of money.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Paying you an interest.
It was already well-proved use case.
Yeah.
It just works.
Yeah. Show me what bank doesn't offer a CD and then tell me there's no utility.
Even savings accounts.
Yeah.
I mean, we're old enough to know savings accounts when you used to be able to earn 2% per year in your savings account.
Yep.
That's a whole other group of people who can understand what this does.
Absolutely. So do short stakes and you can make those do monthly stakes and there you go. You don't even have to call it a CD. Now it's a short-term savings account.
Exactly. Okay, Hex patient, you got another job. Here you go. When kids are born,
bring it to me.
We used to do savings bonds. When I was born, my family bought me a bunch of savings bonds. And then I cashed them out when I turned 18, right? So I think they spent maybe at the time in the 70s, they spent maybe $100 on savings bonds. And I got like $1,500 when I turned 19 years old.
Wow.
Well,
cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was cool, right? Well, what about like something on an app that you set up these little things. The family can all buy a little bit of HEX and they stake it for you for 15 years.
Dude, damn.
I like it. I like it.
It's no different than savings bonds, but it's going to earn a lot more.
I cashed in savings bonds right after college. Well, right after I stopped going to college after 7 years of not graduating college. And I cashed all mine in from when I was a kid, and I was like, this is all I get, 20 years of savings, and this is all these are worth.
Oh man. So mine came in handy. I was broke at the time, so mine came in really handy. I remember.
Yeah. HEX solves this.
So yeah, I mean, why can't we have something like this that you build for the community? It could be a website where the stakes are automatically done and how to access gets sent to, I don't know, you can figure something out, you know.
Yeah. I agree.
But it's Hexologist is a pretty good tool for those kind of saving accounts with 15-year stakes. It's pretty good time actually. Like you just put them out for 15 years, and then how old of your child, I don't know how old it is. Maybe it's now 3 years. Maybe it's just born. Maybe it's not even yet born. And then in this 15 years later, you can still restake it for like another few years.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good because with this 15 years time frame, it's really nice because then the children start. They start to get they probably need money with this time, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, I give myself my own idea. You know, I'm gonna go get a couple stakes for my nephews. You know, I'll buy them each 1,000 HEX. I'll stake it for 15 years, and whatever happens of it happens. You know, if it's through the 80x thing after, did they say 80x after 10 years?
80x after 10 years.
That's the low end estimation. Yeah. That's a low estimate. Like he didn't even want to throw out the numbers that they really calculated because they were like, no one will believe it. So, Copperfield, there you are.
How did you do that, man? You like disappeared. Like I thought you were a ghost for a second. You glitched. You were there, and then you glitched, and you were gone. I was like, what?
I call it proof of lag.
I know.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to see, like, what is it, a 513 for saving for college? I'd love to see, since you can do crypto and Bitcoin inside a self-directed IRA and a self-directed 401k. I would love to see if you could do something like that with like a 513 for college too. If you could put HEX in a 15-year stake, a 3-year-old, you get a 15-year stake, and at 18, any of those proceeds are non-taxable, and if used for college.
Wow. How would to keep it simple? I know we have the Staker app coming out.
Yeah. But
to keep it simple, when people come in and they have to set up their wallet and they have their seed phrases, that's the problem. How we transfer that over, like if we help people set it up. You don't ever want to see someone's seed phrase because then they can accuse you of stealing it in the future, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one hurdle we got to get over.
Yeah, so I will say, since I'm an alpha trial guy for the alpha app, I will say that they do make it very clear when you set up your staker wallet, because it's in the most secure part of your phone. They do say, write this down and protect it with your life. And I'm paraphrasing, but essentially they do make a very, very bold statement. Do not leave this screen until you write this seed phrase down. We cannot restore your funds. Put this in a safe place or with someone that you trust, but do not let anyone see this. Like they have a very bold statement so that's good. It's a good start, but it's not enough for a lot of no coiners. Let's be honest. There's going to be a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I wrote that down on a piece of paper somewhere and I forgot where I put it.
Someone made a good point the other day too, that most people don't even secure their phones. There's no password. They don't use their fingerprint or whatever the other things that they have. Most people just have their phones open and you could access them at any moment. And if you have Staker app open, what can they do?
Yeah, it's not secured yet. Not in the form that it's in yet. I mean, maybe they'll do like a third-party authentication app, like a Google Authenticator is crap. I use Authy personally, the Twilio Authy. That Authy app, it's the same one that Gemini Exchange forces you to use, and it's actually pretty good. But if you don't lock your phone, someone still has access to your Authy app too.
This stuff gets so difficult.
Yeah.
And some people, I mean, I was on a panel one time for security, and some of these guys were saying that even 2FA is bullshit. So it's so easy to get around it. So,
yep.
So, like they said, Hex always talks about having an air gap computer and those kind of things. You really have to do that. If you want to take this serious, you have to do it.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, who knows if he did it to avoid taxes or if he really did get hacked, but you look at like Exodus and back in 2017, and I think both Craig Wright and Trevon James had a lot of money. So I know that Trevon James, you watched it on air if you believe that it wasn't for tax purposes, which I won't get into that. It's not my place to speculate, but you just literally watched. No,
I think you're talking about Ian Bellina.
I didn't see Ian Bellina. He had $2 million worth of ICO coins, supposedly.
Okay, so it happened to Trayvon too?
But Trayvon James was using the Exodus wallet, and he was showing the stream. He's like, I can't stop it. So someone called in his phone, got his SIM card, supposedly got his SIM card, put it in another phone, got access to his email address, and then had Exodus give his seed words over via email, and live on stream, you could watch 100 BTC just drain out of his Exodus wallet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, there was that one guy that won, how much did he win? He sued AT&T for like $300 million. I don't think he got the full $300 million. It's kind of a big name in like OG status in the crypto space, and he sued it. Yep, someone spoofed his phone with the SIM card attack, and he lost a bunch of crypto. And I think he sued him for $300 million. I think he only got $100 million of it or something from AT&T, but AT&T settled out of court. They didn't even want to go to court on that. So now, if any of you guys have SIM cards with any of these carriers, I don't know if back in the day Verizon didn't have it because they used the old CDMA military encryption technology. It couldn't handle, the calls weren't as clear, but you could handle more calls over a longer distance. I used to sell Verizon way back in the day, like back in the OG days. Yeah, absolutely. That's how old I am, man. Back when text message was the hot new app. anyway, or the killer app of the phone back in the day. But we didn't do SIM cards back then. But if you guys have a carrier that has a SIM card, you guys need to call and let them know, like, there is, and notate my account, there is not to be SIM cards sent out on my account. I need to be verified in person at a store to get a replacement SIM card.
Yeah, that's why I'm thankful here in Panama. We can't do that.
The basic problem is if you use the SIM card, the basic problem is that you use the SIM card for two-factor authentication in the first place. You shouldn't do that at all. It's so unsafe, as you just say, as you just could see.
Yeah.
It's so fucking unsafe. You really shouldn't use that at all. It's just making it actually more unsafe than you without two-factor, I guess. I mean, you can argue that, but
you know what I found to be really good is, like, on an old phone that you'd no longer use, to do your authenticator on that while it's air gapped with no SIM in it. So, but it sucks that you have to have two phones to use your crypto on your phone. But is it worth it in the long run if you never get hacked because of it?
Because if you go out, if I take my phone out in public and I lose that phone, dude, I'll be so stressed out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's better to have the two phones.
Yep.
Two phones. If I was going to do that, I probably would do it with the brand new phone, just so I know it lasts a long time. For the authenticator. If you have a lot of crypto and you're just like, fuck it,
But what speaks against the usual authenticator, where you just have your tokens? authentication tokens.
It was a with Connect Didn't you show me it was like an app or something? You can make your phone into an authenticator, basically.
Well, the Authy app is the one that I use on an air-gapped phone that has no SIM card. But I guess there is supposedly, I mean, I don't know if this is to what you're speaking to, but there is supposedly a super secure part of your phone, and that's where the Staker app is built, or at least your.
Yeah, I know. I've already checked out Android security stuff.
Yeah.
Or wallets. I can imagine that they use this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would love to see Alpha Adrian tell us more about it since he's the phone guru.
Alpha?
Well, that's what he says. I'm just taking his word for it.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Basically,
I think if he was a real alpha, he'd come on Discourse Syndicate. Just want to throw that out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The thing is, I have just checked it out in Android on the developer side. The thing is, there is a space where Android stores key value pairs, which can only be accessed by really certain apps or users. And as an app, you can request one of those keys, which are tied to you. And there is no other way in Android, in the operating system built in, that something else than the apps itself. It is basically the only user who can access these keys. And these encryption keys are used to encrypt the seed or whatever. So this is the bail down, to the basic idea how this stuff works. And I can imagine in iOS there's something similar. I haven't looked into that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
This makes it pretty secure, like for a soft wallet. Makes it pretty safe, actually.
Oh, I want to say congratulations to the Discourse Syndicate Dlive channel. We just hit over 500 followers.
We did. 500 followers. We're good. Heck yeah. Halfway there, guys.
Well, are we gonna wrap this one up soon, guys? I'm getting a little bit of.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Let's get the Kraken going.
I don't have access to it. Where's RG? Did he give you access to the Kraken?
What are you talking about? The chest, you mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him to release it right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I can't.
He doesn't give me access to Discourse Syndicate. He gave me access to the streams, but not to the purse.
So you're saying you don't have access to his booty?
I don't have access to the RG3 booty.
Oh god.
Dude, this fucking fever is killing me, dude. Oh my god, man. I feel terrible.
You're just a little bit redder than normal.
Yeah. I just feel fuck, man. I feel like I'm just rambling, dude.
I need to wake up. I've been lazy going to the gym, so I need to get up early tomorrow. But I'm waiting to see if he'll even answer.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you can't, then we'll do it. We'll do it on Wednesday.
Yeah. Bruh, you got COVID, Children of the Grave says.
Can you imagine? Fuck.
Brian Magruder says, do you want access to RG3 booty?
No, I'm good.
Got that pirate trench ass.
He says it won't let him, so we'll just have to do it on Wednesday.
Okay.
Let it be bigger treasure chest next time, Daraj Moore says. Hey, Daraj, I'd love to have you, if you could ever come on. What time, where in the world are you at so we can figure out a good time to have you on the show? He has an idea for after Big Payday, putting together a lending program built on Hex. I would love to learn more about that. Any ideas?
Lend. I mean, they started out really small.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did their ICO. I was I bought that ICO, man. Now these guys at 73 cents. There was at the peak rate. It was like 73 cents. Like, man, I wish I didn't sell. I sold it like 12 cents. I bought mine at a penny. 73 cents.
RG3 says, I told him we'll just wait till Wednesday, and he says it won't let him, says too soon, I said, okay, we'll do it Wednesday. He said, I'll fatten that fucker up. So he's going to make it worth everybody's while on Wednesday. So everybody show up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, retweet RG3 Discourse Syndicate, follow on Dlive, and make sure you get in here and put some comments on the board so that we can get you guys on that Wheel of Death for the 1 million Hex giveaway.
Telling you guys, this is the best show in crypto. This is so much fun. We educate and people learn. I learn stuff when I sit and watch.
I agree, man. I learn a lot just having people on. I love being on here just because I learn even when it's not something up my wheelhouse. So I absolutely love it to death. And if Randy Hilarski, who's been in this game forever and pumped every ICO project ever, is learning something, man, we must be doing something right. And it's fun too, guys. You guys, let us know in the comments if you guys ever want to come on, man. We'd love to have more of the Hexicans show their face that are willing and able to. And we'd love to have more of you guys, except for Give Me Liberty or Hex. You can go to hell and you can go sharpen toothbrushes in prison. So
give a shiv.
And I'm glad we cleared up the whole Hex patient thing as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on with that. Appreciate it.
Me on here.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for your work.
Yeah, I'm not a scammer. At least I try to be not a scammer.
Yeah. I love it. All right, guys. Well, with that, Dollar Cost, would you like to take us out? And perhaps you can give us a little remix to the song on the way out as well?
No, he's glitching again.
He's like, no. Yeah. Battery's really stoned. I don't know. Did you hear me, man?
No.
Do you want to take us out and give us a remix to the Discourse Syndicate?
Yeah, sure. Let's.
All right.
Fever trip. All right, ready? It was good to see you guys.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.
It's not a STD.